What's up, guys? We are live. I was actually going to run my thing here, but man, I came in late last night, so my voice is a little gone. I had some sports for the kids today, but wanted to jump on today. And this is just for fun, man. This is something I've been missing over the last week. I didn't really do any shows during this week because I've been off getting stem cell treatments. But the fight is happening in Chickawani versus Leal. Leal's looking very good right now, touching him up with the hands. Constant pressure. I love this style of fighter because it gives me a little bit of that like Nick Diaz, where they don't care if they get hit. I mean, Leal's a little bit more more efficient with his defense than the Diaz brothers, but I like the way he's fighting right now, man. And Chickawani had some good damage landed in the very first probably minute and a half. But as Leal felt comfortable with his pressure or felt comfortable with his striking, really opened everything up. So looking forward to this, man. It's gonna be a good one. Yo, what's up, my man? How was Saturday? My Saturday's been doing good, man. It's been going good. So we son had some lacrosse, daughter had some soccer. It's been windy here though, so it's kind of cold. But yeah, man. We watching the fights right now. I got Leal in Chickawani, but I wanted to jump on, man. I miss you guys. Miss all you guys. So hopefully we can get some more of these people to jump on as we go. But yeah, early card too, which is kind of nice. So, I like this extra hour. This extra hour is nice. Leal looking good though, putting the pressure, man. Big time, big time. Then I was looking at these odds too. I mean, in Chickawani right now, he came in the underdog at plus 190, and then Leal was the minus 250 favorite on this. But it's looking exactly just like that. Kind of a close fight, not knowing exactly what Chickawani would do, like using his reach, his range, would he be able to land the hard shot? But man. Dave Sandine, what's up, my man? How are you? What's up, guys? I know it's been a week. I know it's been a minute. And but man, I missed you guys. So I lost my voice yelling at the kids' games today, and I was off in, if you guys didn't know, I was off in Mexico getting some stem cell treatments. So I did my neck, I did my back, and then I also did the IV. So I spent the whole week out there getting the treatments and taking care of my body, man. Trying to get right. What's up, guys? What's up? So just want to thank you guys, man. You guys have been awesome. I've been reading a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys sent me some DMs during the week saying, hey man, missing the show and da-da-da. But hey, we did the member show that dropped on Tuesday. Go back and take a listen to that. Let me know what you guys think. I thought it was a good show. I had a great conversation. And I'm looking forward to doing more of that with some of our members. So if you guys are not part of our membership program, please join the membership program. And let's have some fun, man. We're heading into the second round. We're at 450 right now. I can't get my timer to work, so I don't know what happened, but I'll try and get it figured out as we go on. The Matt Serra interview was absolutely amazing. Amazing. If you guys don't follow our clips channel, also too, we have a Wayne and Extras clip channel. Check that out. We're running a 24-hour live show that's going with all of our past interviews. So check that out. Let me know what you guys think. It's fucking absolutely awesome. So it dates all the way back to some of our first interviews with Habib and Islam and, Zubaya. And we're crunching all these interviews into one. It'll run 24 hours a day. So you guys check out our Clips channel. The Clips channel rocks. I appreciate you, man. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that, brother. So yeah, our Clips channel is awesome. We kind of got away from it for a little bit. Just wasn't, we kind of just got caught up in doing other things. And yeah, we should have stuck with it a little bit harder. And now we're back on track. So we're getting it all figured out, man. Things are coming around. So like I said, I'm trying to figure out new ways to have fun for the members, and want to make sure you guys are enjoying the show. Man, Leal's looking absolutely fantastic. He's putting a lot of pressure, letting the hands fly. Beautifully done, man. He's got some big power. He's got a good stable base, very crafty with his shots. He's not overreaching. I really like this. You'll find that a lot of guys, if they're the shorter fighter and the shorter in reach and range fighter, they'll have a tendency to reach. They'll lunge in and leave themselves open. Man, he looks awesome. More Luke Thomas collabs. I'd love to have Luke on more often, right? I like Luke, man. Luke and I, he makes me think in a way that I didn't think that, in terms of having a conversation with someone, he makes me think about the sport a little bit differently. And some fighters are not open to that. And I'm very open to hearing his conversation about things. I would love to have him on again to talk more about yeah, I know. Thanks, buddy. This was a nice little jab. Josh sounded like RFK Jr. Screw you, buddy. Screw you, Kyle. Screw you, buddy. Oh man. Yeah, I guess I would love to have Luke on and to talk about this whole thing with Ben being signed to Zuffa Boxing. I mean, the UFC fighters have got to be thinking to themselves, shit, man, this dude got, let's just say he got 10, 15 million, and majority of them have not made that in their whole career. And this guy's getting a 1 fight or 2 fight deal for 10, 15 million a fight. So, and I'm not taking anything away from him. That guy deserves it. He's a great fighter. Absolutely love it. But if you're a fighter who's been fighting in the UFC, putting in your work in for the last 5-6 years, man, I thought Luke, yeah, you thought, here we go. Dave Sandine says, I thought Luke and Josh had good chemistry that one show. Yeah, Luke's been awesome, man. I like Alan Jubon as well. Alan Jubon's I enjoyed chatting with him. I like Drew Dober. Drew Dober is fun as well. Drew's still fighting though, so he's got to be very cautious and careful about how much he talks and what he says. It's very difficult to do work with to do podcasts with someone who's that way, because ultimately it ends up kind of, I want to say, interfering with their career. And I don't want that. I don't want to be part of that. So I would like them to, fight out their career, and then they go ahead, and if they want to work with me and they want to, do some shows together and collab together, I'd love to do that. So absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm at a minute at 10 right now. And then Chickawani and Liao fight. Liao right now is kind of really putting the pressure, taking it to, and Chickawani. This card's kind of been like, I missed some of the earlier prelims. So I was at some soccer game, at my daughter's soccer game. So bear with me, but I'm going to do the full watch later tonight after we watch this card. And then tomorrow morning, we're going to be going live as well. Angelo and I, it'll be early though. So it'll probably be like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. our time, which is central time. And you guys tune in. It'll be available for you guys if you guys want to watch it later as well. But yeah, that'll be on our channel as well. So it'll be on the Weighing In channel. We'll do that first thing in the morning. Looking forward to that. So make sure you guys join us then. You guys pop off all the questions. I did want to chat with you guys though. Obviously I've been gone this whole week, and there's been a lot of news that dropped. Unfortunately, the week that I'm gone, there's all this news. In the last 10 weeks, there hasn't been barely any news, but then the week that I'm gone, everything dropped, Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey, and then the conversation between Gina and Dana dropped as well, like her talking about it, being very vocal about it. So there's that. And then of course, Sean Strickland cannot have a fight without putting his foot in his mouth, at least, 50 times. And so we could talk a little bit about that as well in between fights. But I heard more big names will be coming over to Zuffa. I would not doubt it. You've got a lot of money that are backing them, and they know that Dana can do it. They've built a product at the UFC, and I think that, they're willing to hedge their bets and be like, hey, I'll go ahead and put their money down on the fact that like this guy knows what he's doing in terms of building a league. Boxing promoters are not into building leagues. They're into building just 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 boxers, that are their cash cows and they collect money. That's not what the investors are looking for. They're looking for a bigger ROI on their investment. They want to have basically a league and a company that they own. And it makes sense. You're going to run with somebody like Dana White, and you're going to say, hey, like, you have built me what you built with the UFC, built me that in boxing. And I think he's going to have the ability to, like, carte blanche to do whatever the hell he wants. And they're going to go ahead and feed his purse. He's going to go out and get some of the best boxers. And once you sign the best boxers, it's going to be very difficult to tell him no. So there's a lot of guys. Ooh, and Chickawani just tried to shoot a takedown, it looked like. That didn't go well. Ended up paying the price. But I do like the idea to change it up. You just got to set it up a little bit better. He's got to stay along with that jab, hit those push kicks. I'm surprised he got away from the calf kicks so early. I was expecting him to get busy on the calf kicks early, so that'll start to slow the pressure down of Liao. But he got away from it too early. He should have stayed with it and just kept ripping them. It is exhausting though to throw kicks more so than it is to throw hands. Man, Liao's beautiful head kick though by Chickawani. Great job, man. Liao's just a dog. Just a dog. Right now I'm at 406, 405, 404. in the third round. So if you guys are following along. Yeah, I've been following a little bit on the Tom Aspinall thing, guys. As most of you guys know, last time I talked about Tom Aspinall, I got suckered into this. So somebody had wrote that they were a CBS journalist in their bio, and so I ran with it. And man, my bad, my bad. So I was making fun of myself the other day on it, like his total boomer move. But hey, this is so far shaping up to be a great fight, man. I think Liao, look, doing a good job, just touching him, putting combinations together. Nice job and nice counter though by Chickawani. When Chickawani throws, man, he has success. He just has a hard time. He's just not throwing the output. He doesn't have the output that Liao has. Come on, baby. Liao looking good. That was a nice little slap, hammer fist almost. That Chickawani landed. Josh Thompson, boomer news. I know you guys can give me a hard time about that, man, but it can only last a week. After a week, man, it's over. We're done with that. Chickawani now is a plus 500 if you're following the live odds, and Carlos Liao is a minus 810, which is very understandable. But nice little foot sweep right there. Hit the little outside trip. Wasn't able to get him all the way down. Gonna have to show him how to do that because I was the guy that first did that in the sport. As a Brit, you can F off. It's okay. Hey, Fleshin, it's okay, brother. It's okay. Hey, I already said I admitted that it was a mistake. DC did say fake news on the Tom Aspinall retirement from you. Yeah, I know. It was not from me. It was from two other guys. One of them had like a CBS reporter or whatever it was. But DC's my boy, man. Who cares? DC can say whatever the fuck he wants. You know, DC has free reign. And also too, I called myself out, man. And I allowed DC would, DC, look, DC and I have a relationship, and he can say what he wants. I'm not gonna ever get mad at DC. Ever. So that was the illegal blow. Oh, great job. Oh, he's like, no, let's go. Like, I like that. Liao's like, let's go. That's a dog right there. Nice. A little bit of that Alex Bahia, like, no, Herb Dean, step aside. Yeah, just the combination. He saw that Chickawani was getting tired. He's like, look, he keeps pointing to the ground. Let's go. Let's throw. Chickawani just gotta throw, man. He's got to throw. He's got to rip the body. Nice. I love those inside leg kicks, especially for a guy who's that long, because it makes it difficult for them to come throw the combinations after that. Nice work. Yeah, Liao looks gassed. What are you talking about? Unreal NYC, huh? 718. No way he looks gassed. He looks good. He looks tired. Of course he's tired, man. But look at him. He's putting the pressure. His output is way more. I'm an Chickawani fan, man. I just think. Let this refresh here. Let's go. Yeah, Chickawani is a plus 1,600 now. You've got Liao at a minus 4,800. They just closed the bets on that right now. Moving on to the next one. Zach Reese is a plus 136, and Michelle Pajea is a minus 162. Close fight. These two are getting after it, man, but Liao looks absolutely fantastic. Putting the pressure, landing more combinations. He's taking some shots too now a little bit in this third round. Big shot right there. How do you not like watching this guy fight? How do you not like watching Liao fight? Holy shit. It's okay, there we go. Iron Sacks. Let's go take a look at this. Said it's okay, Josh. Josh won't do it again. Josh is really, really good looking. He just had a Zoolander moment. I did have a Zoolander moment. For sure I did, man. It was more of a boomer moment, man. Look, you just gotta, I told the story already. The story is Angelo sent it to me. And when Angelo sent it to me, I was like, bro, you'll believe anything. And then he basically took a screenshot, highlighted that it said CBS reporter in his bio or some shit, or featured in CBS. And then I was like, oh wow. I thought because UFC is now on Paramount CBS, I was like, oh, maybe they're hiring some new reporters, to kind of, cover them. And so this is the inside track. I was like, oh fuck. Stupid shit. Dumb shit. That was a total fucking, not just a boomer moment, Zoolander moment, but hey. Hey guys, yeah, I just got back from Tijuana. I was down there in Mexico and get my stem cells, man. So I did my neck. Feels good. So much better already. And I know I've got to be careful with it for about 3 months. But man, stem cells fucking feel so good. I did my back as well. So in the middle of my back, I've got 3 vertebrae. I have one that's broken. So I cracked one of my vertebrae when I was younger. And I've got 2 that the disc is pretty much down to nothing. So we did the injections into the vertebrae, into the disc. And then we did facets also around those. So we did some work on my back, man, my back and my neck. So I already feel 100% better. Energy feels better. But I've got 3 months of just basically like rehab and recovery and spending some time, no working out, obviously no drinking, no drugs, obviously. And then no working out, no lifting, no grappling, none of that stuff. You can do some light walking after, 2 weeks. You can do some light walking. Just can't be, long distances. Can be about 1.5 miles at the most, 2 miles. So get those steps in, and don't work too hard. Great job by Liao, man. Great job. Great performance. Did a good job. I don't know why he's all emotional, man. Great win. Great win. I thought he looked fantastic. I thought he looked absolutely fantastic. Great performance by him, and we'll see what happens. You guys can tell me if he calls somebody else out. I don't know if he's going to call somebody else out, but you guys let me know on who'd he like to fight next. Dun, dun, dun. These guys. Man, I guess let's go ahead and chat a little bit, man. Sean Strickland put his foot in his mouth this week. Just about as much as I put I retweeted or not retweeted, but put a video out about Tom Aspinall. So I think this is a little bit worse, but still. Let me see here. It says, damn, Michael Bisping had like 3 surgeries and guess his neck and back. Yeah, we had him on the podcast, Big John and I. And when we had him on the podcast, we had a conversation before. He's like, hey, how long do you guys need? He's like, because anything over like 40 minutes, he's like, I got to get up and move around. He's like, so he's like, oh, because my neck starts locking up. So that was something we started noticing. And so at about the 40-minute mark, I started noticing him go like this, started moving his neck around, started, kind of readjusting in his seat. So very difficult for him. But I can see why. I can see why. So he made those, look, years of being wrenched on, not just from wrestling. Like I had years of wrestling. I've been wrestling since I was 3 years old, and then all the pulling my head down, from wrestling, and then guillotines, headlocks, all of those things, from years of wrestling. So definitely caught up with me. My neck is probably, it's the thing that bothers me the most. Like my knees are pretty good. My ankles, I've got a broken ankle on my left side. I've got a plate with 9 screws in, from training. And I have a plate in with 9 screws, and it's just restricts the movement. I can't really kick with it anymore because if they block it at all, it definitely hurts a lot. But definitely something to keep an eye out for as you get older, and as you guys, as fighters leave the career, man, they've got to start making sure that they take care of themselves. But it says I blame the media. Get back. Says I blame the media for asking those silly questions at the media day. Yeah, you could say that, but look, he knows what he's doing. No, he knows what he's doing, Dave Sandow. Like he knows. Like I blame the media as well. But they're looking for clicks, they're looking for engagement. They want to be the one that asks that question that gets all the viewership, on their page. They know what they're doing, man. It's up to the fighters. John Anik said it best. When we had John Anik on, I said he said something along the lines of, I plead the fifth, man. It's up to me to self-incriminate myself. So, it kind of comes down to that. Kind of comes down to the fact that like it's up to us. We've got to be very careful. Like, I put my foot in my mouth with the Tom Aspinall thing, and I owe Tom an apology. And I gave one publicly on my last show that I was here last Sunday. I gave it publicly and I put it out there saying, I apologize, for the misinformation. That's my bad. I should have looked into it more. Didn't do it. And that's something you've got to, as a man, you've got to own up to and realize. So, hey, I have a couple questions for you guys. There's a couple guys that I want to interview. Give me some names that you guys would like me to reach out to, but I have some guys lined up coming in for some interviews here in the next week or two, probably in the next 2 weeks. And but let me know. Drop in the comment section here on guys that you guys would like me to potentially interview, and I'll reach out to them, see if we can get them on the show. But there's a couple guys that I have in mind, but there's a couple guys that I'm already lined up, and some guys that you probably don't even think of, but definitely I'm interested in getting the interview with them. So there's the man, Sean Strickland. Yeah. There's Fluffy. We've had Fluffy on the show, so if you guys haven't seen the Fluffy Hernandez interview, you guys can pull that up on a little side panel if you guys want while we're doing this show now. And listen up. We had him on the show before his Delize fight. And man, he looked right after the Delize fight. He fucking looked fantastic. He looked fantastic. I had him on. And I was like, this kid's an animal. So I look at him and I think to myself, he's got all the tools, all the weapons. He's got the pressure, the cardio. And the one thing that Sean Strickland does, oh, look at this guy right here. Dirk Diggler, JL9GT. He's basically saying TKO round 1 Strickland. Ooh, first round Strickland. Really? Interesting. I don't recall, when was the last time Sean Strickland ever finished anybody in round 1? That's kind of where I'm at. Not that he can't. But I don't recall a Sean Strickland fight ever. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, he got finished in round 1. There you go. Oh, nope, he got finished again in round 1 against Dos Santos a long time ago. Nope, no round 1s. Oh, no, he's got a win. UFC 171 in round 1 and against Bubba McDaniel and Matt Logler. Yeah, both of them were in round 1. Bill Albrecht in King of the Cage was round 1, and then you got to go all the way down to King of the Cage. Yeah, he's only been finished in round 1. He hasn't had a finish in round 1. His last 3 fights have gone the distance. His last 4 fights have gone the distance. Yeah, he had a TKO stoppage in round 2 against Abus Magomedov, and then he wins a unanimous decision over Mavov. But he lost to Cannonier in 5 rounds. He got knocked down in round 1 by Alex Pereira. So, I don't know. Look, I've always thought that Fluffy was a little undersized for the weight. I think that, but he's got the style to beat Sean Strickland. Look at the guys that walk him down, the guys that walk forward are the guys that have success. Sean Strickland doesn't fight as well going backwards. He also just doesn't have the output. He's good at standing in the middle. He's good at kind of walking you down forward with the push kick, the teep kick, and the jab, and then a couple right hands here and there that potentially land. But he stays regiment to his style of fighting. And he also fights at a pace, and like a sparring pace, because that's a lot of what he does in training. So what happens is you start to get used to that pace. And when someone starts making you break that pace that you're not used to, you start getting tired. You start withering a little bit. You start backing up and you realize fighting backwards is a lot more exhausting than fighting going forward. Like when you're controlling the tempo, you feel great. When someone's putting the tempo on you and you're feeling that pressure, it's exhausting. Fighting off that back foot it just starts wearing on you. And you realize that your legs are not the same. Nothing's the same. And to see what Fluffy did to Delize, man, the way he controlled him with the head and arm and threw him to his ground, and then he got the rear naked and just choked him, didn't even finish it, just kind of pulled him away from the fence with the rear naked and then threw him on the ground after he was out. Just fantastic, man. This guy, like, we continue to underestimate him. There it is right there. He's get the rear naked, boom, and just throws him on the ground after he taps. Adolfo Vieira, I was in awe when he was able to get the submission on him after slipping out of and wiggling out of every damn submission in the first round. I was thinking to myself, this guy is nowhere near as good a grappler. He just kept escaping in the first round. And then Vieira was tired. And then Fluffy just took off. He just started touching him, started working the body, started gradually getting the takedowns, staying on top, doing work, doing damage. I believe in the style of fight. This is Fluffy Hernandez's perfect fight. He needs to fight a perfect fight. But I think this is a perfect style matchup for him. He can dictate the pace. Sean doesn't have knockout power. Sean's got, he fights at a pace, but at his own conserved pace. That's it. So when I'm watching Fluffy as he starts walking forward, he's got the wrestling to stuff. He's got the wrestling to get the takedown. He doesn't need to force the takedown. He just needs to think. He just needs to have Sean Strickland believe that he's gonna take him down, that he's gonna try to take him down, and that'll start opening up the hands a lot. That'll open up the hands a lot. This is, surprisingly, I think the undercard, I didn't get to see the first couple fights, but I heard there was a lot of drama, so I got to go back and watch. I heard there was some drama on one of the shoulders, someone's shoulders being dislocated. And then I heard the Bulgarian fight was someone said call the FBI. So I got to go back and take a look at that as well. That is an Angelo thing. Angelo has been all over social media talking about you need to call the FBI. The FBI is not even investigating this guy. They need to be investigating this guy. So I don't know, but something needs to be done about this betting situation. And I'm not saying that Bulgarian's doing it, but it seemed like we've been having these conversations a lot more lately. Let's see, Sean. Like if you guys are in the comments, man, talk to me. Give me some names. You guys, no names were thrown out there yet. Who would you guys like? Who would you guys like for me to try to get an interview with here? What do you guys think about Tony Ferguson? What if I interviewed Tony? That would be a good one, I think. If we could have Tony on. Tony and I fought before. Tony's the reason why I went down. Gina Carano. I love the Gina Carano one. I'd love to get her on too. I'll have to reach out to her. She's an amazing person, man. Absolutely amazing. Tony would be great, right, Dave? I like the Gina Carano one. Kane, yep, Kane coming home. That's a great one as well. Yeah, I'll definitely try to get the Kane thing to happen. That's for sure. We just got to work on, he's got a lot of things he's got to catch up on, man. I don't want to bombard him with like, hey man, what about an interview now? Like, I know the media is already chasing after him. I know people have all reached out to him. I've had Frankie on a couple times, Joseph. I've had Frankie on a couple times. So I've been on Frankie's show as well, and Frankie's been on mine. I want to say Frankie's been on 2, maybe 3 times. So and then I've been on Frankie's show 1 time. So and I'll probably do Frankie's show again when I'm out there in June. I'm always out in Jersey in June. My son's on a lacrosse team, so we travel East Coast during that June time. I've had Javier. I just had Javier on in November, so I always like having Javi. I love having Jav on. But I'd like to try. Yeah, I want to try to get some new blood on. So I've had Bobby Southworth on. I've had Josh Koscheck on. I mean, like, what do you guys think about having Aljo on? Aljo and I had a little beef. And, and since then, Aljo and I have been kind of communicating a little bit about possibly having him on and see what we can do about working that through. I'd love to have Aljo on, man. Look, you got to respect these guys when they're the top of the food chain. I mean, I respect all of them, no matter what. But man, Aljo's always been a really damn good fighter. I busted his balls over the Piotr Jan situation, the first fight. But then he came back and proved me wrong, man. Came out and just dominated Piotr Jan in the second fight. Good on him. But I'd love to have this conversation with him in person. I'd love to have it over this face-to-face kind of thing. So it would be good. Look, I don't want him to hold back. He can tell me how he feels. I saw someone sent me a little thing of Marvin Vittori talking shit about me too. Oh, poor Marvin. What are you upset about, dog? You're like, oh, Josh Thompson's always starting shit or always talking shit. Bro, I don't think I've ever said anything negative about you. Other than the fact that, like, you sometimes don't fight smart. I don't know what your problem is with me. Like, you haven't had a performance for me to fucking even talk about. So I don't know what his issue is. If anything, I enjoy watching you fight because you just walk forward and throw punches. I don't know what you're all upset about. I mean, shit. The only thing I could think of is that I was in the casino that night that Brendan Allen fucking walked you down and hit you with the fucking 2-piece. And you must have got mad because I talked about it on the show because I was there watching it live happen. I watched the whole thing go down. When Tuco was there, and then Brendan Allen stepped up, and come on, man. Like, I actually didn't say shit. I said, like, bro, he just came at you. He came at you aggressive. So yeah, this is what we're doing, man. I'm trying to put in some work. We're trying to get all these some new shows together. So gotta put that work in, man. Oh, damn. So let's go ahead and take a look at these betting odds, man. Let's take a look at this next fight. We got Zach Reese versus Michelle Pahea. We got Zach Reese is a plus 136. And Michelle Pahea is a minus 162. Close fight, though. Close fight. I'm thinking it's going to go, it says under 3.5 is what it'll be. Absolutely, it'll be under 3.5. But total rounds are locked. Never mind. Sorry, I thought it was under 3.5. But yeah, I'm looking at this and I think Zach Reese is, as long as he can survive the first round, Michelle just gets tired. He doesn't know how to fight conservative. He doesn't know how to pace himself. Yeah. Make a list of names. Yeah, I got Tony. I think. Look, having Tony, having Aljo, and I've for a while I did Damon Martin. I did Mike Bond. Mike Bond. Those guys were great, man. I loved talking to the media. The reason why I love talking to the media, because even like I look at Luke Thomas's media, because they never fought. And they have a different opinion on things than a fighter would have. And that's why I think Big John and I we hit it off so well, is because I really enjoyed hearing a referee's point of view, especially one that wrote the rules, and I came along in the sport when it was relatively still young. I had my first fight in 97, and I was signed to the UFC in 2001. So it all happened so fast. And so and John was there from the beginning. So our conversations, you guys don't realize how you guys heard a lot of our conversations, being on the pod for so long. But John and I used to sit at Bellator events and just chop it up, man. We'd sit at, at restaurants during the day for breakfast. We'd talk about, past events. We talk about future events and fights we'd love to see. Like, we had so much to talk about. It was absolutely amazing. I loved picking John's brain. And John, respectfully, he always had asked my opinions about a lot of things, in terms of from a fighter's point of view. It felt good. It felt good to have that relationship. So, Junior Dos Santos, he's still around the sport. I haven't seen him in a while. I know he was doing some boxing for a while. I think he did, the last time I heard of his name was when he fought Verdum. I think they fought like in that Vale Tudo style fight, right? Where it was like open hand or something along that. I think that was the last time I heard him. Yeah, possibly wait to see the Ronda. I'd like to maybe reach out to Ronda and say, hey, can I get you on? That's another one. That's May 16th, you guys. That's a huge fight. Huge fight. Let's get your guys' opinion on that. Let's go. Talk about it. Tell me in the comments. Tell me what you guys really think about that fight. I know it's an older fight. I know it's a fight that there's nostalgia there. I'm biased because like they were both in Strikeforce when I was a world champion there. They were both in Strikeforce. They were both making names. I mean, Gina was like kind of, I think, just had her fight, she had just had her fight with Chris Cyborg, and that was the last time she's fought. But I want to remind you guys that Gina Carano is always training. She's always doing kickboxing. Her boyfriend or partner or whatever is Kevin Ross. Kevin Ross is a freaking amazing kickboxer. The two of them have always had a great relationship. They they know what they're doing, man. The two of them know how to prepare for fights. So when that fight was announced, I thought to myself, bro, I am comfy, dude. You looking comfy, my man? For sure, I'm comfy, dog. Like, I'm in my own house, bro. This is my theater room. So I just converted it into, and I got the fights right here on the side. I got my TV in the back. I wanted to play them in the background so you guys could watch, but we'll get taken down. So yeah, I was hoping we could watch them like that. I could watch them there and watch them here so you guys could see them in the background too. But here we go. We're at 452, 451, the recent Michelle Bahia fight. So we'll talk more about the Ronda situation here in a little bit later on. Okay, but definitely I'm looking forward to seeing that fight. The two females get after it. Two huge names. Women's MMA wouldn't be where it is without the two of them. Oh, big right hand. This is where Reese needs to be very careful. He's got to be very careful in the beginning of this fight. If you guys saw the sparring between Strickland and Bahia, they were just winging it. But I think if Zach Reese can avoid the big shot in the first round, I'd say first round and a half, I think he can start to take this fight over. That's what I was afraid of right there. He's just telegraphing that kick, the lazy kick. He's got to be very careful of that. You know what I haven't seen in a while is I haven't seen Bahia do that little back flip onto people, which is, by the way, illegal. For the longest time, I was like, isn't this illegal? And John's like, yes, it's absolutely illegal. If he lands with his feet, that's stomping. It was wild to me. So, and refs just refs never said anything about it. Although I did enjoy it. Nicely done. Nicely done. Let's go, Reese. Let's go, Reese. Come on. Get busy on the calf. Get busy on the calf. Stop trying to react to Michelle's stuff. Nice. I like that little body kick by Reese. Reese got to keep that left hand up a little bit, though. Come on. There it is. There's that lazy kick with the left hand down. He gets countered. That's exactly what I was just talking about. He's got to keep that left hand up or put the left hand out in front to block that straight punch from coming in. Michelle with the cup check, or getting the cup check. Hit the nads. So what are we doing? Are we taking a point there? Oh, that didn't hit. Maybe just the toe got up in there. Slid on the inside. But every time you wear that hat, I think it's the Yellowstone logo. It's not. It's You, baby. So it's a Hawaiian company, man. They're freaking, I love their gear. This is right here too. This is one of their You shirts I love to wear. Comes with a little little gator built in. So when it gets cold here in Texas, keeps my neck warm, but I can also pull it up, Also too, it's like a hunting looking design. It's a hunting design. Plus they have great sunglasses. Great stuff, man. I love their stuff. Here's their product right there. So check it out. They got all different types of sunglasses. They got hats. This is also their sweater. I love their stuff, man. It's comfy too. Really comfy. But yeah, I'm out here being casual, bro. I've been traveling all week, living out of a suitcase, beating my body up. Not beating my body up, actually taking care of my body. But I mean, they hit me with probably 40 needles. I was getting needle picked and poked every day. Here we go. We're back. 231, 230, 230, 229. Reese has got to go first. That's what the problem is right now, is that he's waiting for Michelle to go. You can't let the female lead the dance, man. His name's Michelle, bro. You can't let him do it. Come on, Reese. You gotta lead the dance. You gotta lead the dance. Yes. Miles, you're 100% correct. Gilbert Melendez. 100% correct. He's definitely high on my list. I have him. Gil, Aljo, Tony. He's telling him keep fighting. No, he just barely. Come on. All right. Do we take a point? It says right here, Pig Venus. Oh, USA. I dig it. May need to pick some gear up for my trail runs. Absolutely. Like they've got all different types of sunglasses too. So I love their glasses. Their glasses are dope, man. They've got like the ski glasses, like the that didn't even hit. Oh, but head's getting already tired probably. But yeah, I use their in the Frisco area. This is trail runs that I purchased in investment property in the Frisco area. Nice. Yeah, it's windy here. Yeah, I know. I'm back home now. I live in the Frisco area as well. Yep. It was windy as hell today. Got chapped lips a little bit being out there. That didn't look like it hit. Didn't look like it hit. No, maybe just maybe it grazed it. Maybe it grazed the tip. Got two babies by the tip. Dave Sandine, come on. We got to be cautious, brother. Nothing worse than a woman scoring, man. Nothing worse. They'll do anything when you stop paying their bills. That fucking guy. That guy, he's in a whole shitload of mess right now. Man, this is right here. Nice little scrap. Let's go. Reese got to get after it, man. Can't let Michelle lead the dance. He's got to go first. Yeah. Oh, that was nice idea though. Took too long to build up. Should have hit that spinning back kick. Could have potentially caught him in the nose. How Max caught Justin Gaethje. Dax got to work to get back up to his feet. Just pop up, dude. Technical stand up, man. Post the hand and stand up. There it is. He had the idea for a second. Oh, he's trying to go jiu-jitsu. Why would you pull him back on top of you? Ooh, nice little short elbow, though, by Reese. 40 seconds. Oh, he's got to get busy. Right now, Michelle's winning this first round. It's close, but Michelle's winning the first round. Oh, he got hit with the clean shot. That rocked him. That rocked Reese a little bit there. Odds are changing as we go here. You got Reese right now at a plus or a minus 125. They're going to go ahead and make some more changes as we go. Wow. Ooh, nice try on the knee, though. Just missed. 5 seconds. Got to land something. Nah. I'm going to go first round. Michelle Behet is going to win that first round. Close round, though. Close round. Oh, somebody wants to see Taporia and Islam. Islam does too. Wait, I mean, like, look, Islam's already talked about it. He's not going to allow him to Habib's not going to allow him to fight in the White House. Doesn't want him to fight in the White House. Too many distractions. We're here, they're there to complete their goal, to complete their legacy. Legacy is to, try to finish their career making the most amount of money and finish on top. It says Josh right here. How about a USA versus Canada watch along tomorrow? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. We can break down the fights when they first start off. That would be great. That's a good idea. I may have to do that. I may have to do that tomorrow. Do you know what time it is? What time is that game start? Do we know? Can you hit me in the comments? Let me know what time that game starts. Yeah, is that for the gold medal? I believe it is, right? I mean, I don't want to take a dig at our country, and I don't want to take a dig at Canada. But I don't think one of us would not be in the gold medal round. Oh, it's at 6:10. One of us would not be in the gold medal round if Russia was playing. Ooh, nasty knee. Big knee again. You can just see the physical strength of Michelle. Come on, Reese. You got to go first, man. He keeps leading with that kick. He's got to land something. You know who Reese reminds me of? It reminds me a little bit of Wineland. Was it Eddie Wineland? Was his name? He reminds me a little bit of Wineland a little bit. The way he stands, maybe a little bit of the tattoos and the whiteness of the skin. Maybe the haircut. I don't know. Something about him though. Behet is now the minus 130 and Zach Reese is a plus 100. Makes sense. Zach taking some big shots. He has no answer for that straight right by Michelle. He's not moving his head offline. Come on, man. Come on. Michelle, if I'm Zach Reese, I know that he's looking for rest time throughout the round. Oh yeah, that was in though. That was in. I don't feel like that other nut kick was a nut kick though. Yeah. Hands out. Are we taking a point? Are we taking a point? Oh, man. YouTube to their team. Eddie Wineland. Yep. Doesn't he kind of remind you of Eddie Wineland a little bit? I mean, he's missing the stash. He's missing the handlebar mustache. He's missing that. Oh, Mountain Time. I think I'm on Mountain Time. No, I'm in Central Time. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should try. I definitely should try and do that. I should definitely try to do that. Herb Dean never wants to get involved and take a point. Yeah, I know, man. I know. Tony Ferguson grabbed the fence like fucking 10 times when I was trying to get a sweep, and it literally kept him on top. And Herb's like, that's your warning. That's your 12th warning. That's your 15th warning. That's Herb Dean. I like Herb as a person, have plenty of great conversations with him, but fuck, man, when it comes to taking a point, that motherfucker fucking pisses me off. All right, 7:10 Central Time. Good old Herb, right? Good old Herb. Come on, Reese boy. Let's go. Heavy pressure. Give him the elbows. Come on. Feed him the elbows. Big shots. Go to the back. Hooks. 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 Oh, you fucking guy. Take him down. Take him back down. You got to get him back. Oh, what are you jumping for? Get the right arm underneath. Get to the body lock. Lift and scoop. Come on. Oh, you watch Paramount through Prime and had to search UFC. Just buy the Paramount. Why are you watching it through Prime? Look, if those of you guys don't know, I believe you can get Paramount and like Disney and all the other shit. You can get it through if you buy Walmart Plus, which Walmart Plus, by the way, is like a really nice left hook though by Reese. Reese coming back in this round. You get, and I told you guys right that big knee though by Michelle Pahea. Reese looking like a fucking bloody mess. But I like this. I like this. This is kind of, look, you can see it. Pahea's already getting a little bit tired. Oh, big knee. Didn't really land though, but still look good. To the judges, look good. Reese got to go, man. Come on, Reese boy. Come on, Reese boy. Ah, see, look at Michelle's getting tired. He's getting exhausted. Look at him. Look at Michelle's trying to tell him, you look, you're bleeding. Doesn't matter, man. Oh, Reese, you got to go, buddy. You're letting him recover. Oh, big left hook though by Michelle. Go, Reese. Go. If you see, nice body kick right there. Another one straight left. Another body kick. Come on, Reese boy. Let's go. Let's go. The Wineland look-alike a little bit. You got the Eddie Wineland look. Oh, nice right hand though by Reese. Holy shit. This fight's getting good. I said it right from the jump. Go back and rewind. I said, if Reese can go ahead and weather the first round and a half, I think he's got a good chance of winning this fight. He's got to win the rest of this round, though. He's got to win the rest of this round. Look at him. He's feeling good. He feels like it's starting to shift. He feels like he's starting to take over the fight. Good knee. Cannot allow Michelle to get going, though. He's got to still fight smart. Oh, come on, Reese boy. Oh, just over the head. Holy shit. Come on. Come on. Nice body kick. What he's got to do, he's got to feint that. He's got to pull the Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman. He's got to throw the jab or throw the straight left and then follow it with the head kick. Same time. Throw it at the same time. Throw the straight left. Switch back to the stance, man. Switch back to left-handed. Nice little, nice. Good left hook, good right hook. Little clubbing down right hook. Look at Reese. Reese is starting to take over this round. Look, I see the odds. They're back to normal now. Back to even. Great fight so far. 22 seconds, 20 seconds. 20 seconds in the second. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Yeah, Reese got to make sure I think Reese is winning this round. I'd like to see Reese get a takedown. If he can get a takedown real quick. Oh, beautiful knee. Way to finish the round. Oh, yeah. Way to finish the round. All that wasted energy before you go sit down on the stool and rest. A lot of wasted energy. Great round, though. Great round. Good job. I got it 1-1. How do you guys have it scored? I got it 1-1. Yeah, Eddie Hearn's fucking losing his shit right now, I bet. Eddie Hearn is a genius. Zuffa Boxing versus UFC. Oh, man. Eddie Hearn, man, he's got to be losing his shit, though. Lost his number one guy. Everyone keeps talking about how, like, if you want to put your tin caps on, that Eddie Hearn's like a plant. Basically, they're just like, oh, yeah, go ahead, take my guys, and you pay me whatever the commission is. But fuck, if you're a UFC fighter and you're realizing this guy, Ben, is getting paid 15 million a fight, you're like, shit. Damn, I can't even make that fucking fighting 10 times. Look at that. Boom. Big left hook. There was another one where he hit him with the left hook and the right hook right after. And the right hook was more of a clubbing hook. Hit him on a downward. Oof. Big jab. Conor Benn. He's a good fighter, though, man. He's entertaining. He's a good. And that's the thing. He's not like the best of the best, but he's a really good fighter. He's fun to watch fight. But he's not, Tyson Fury. And he's making more money than the UFC guys are. Damn. Come on. Oh, they cleaned up Reese. He looks clean now. Reese got to get that momentum going. And look, if he pushes Michelle Pahen in this first minute, Michelle will start to slow down. Oh, Michelle's already complaining. He wants a rest. He knows he can't fight hard for the full 5. Let's go, Reese. There we go. Nice defense. Got to keep those hands up. Shh. Complaining, whining and crying. Look at Reese keeping his hands closed, making sure no points. Ooh, straight left and the body kick. Like I said earlier, throw the left and then throw the kick right after. I was hoping to the head, but the body works as well. Nicely done. Nice calf kick. Little inside or outside calf kick. Just got to mix it up. Oh, he's got to avoid those knees, though. I like that. Keep that pressure. Any of those grappling situations, Michelle's going to start to get tired. Look at all that muscle that he's carrying. It's exhaustion. He can't do this for the full 5. Nice attempt at the takedown. Nice little chip knee on the way out. Reese looking good, man. Reese kind of winning this round right now. It's close. It's close. One big shot could change the tempo of the round. The judges. Got right now, Reese is the favorite right now at minus 130. The live betting odds. Yeah, plus 100 for Michelle Pahen. I've got Reese winning this fight right now. But anything can change. It's such a close round. Ooh, there's that straight right. He's got to be careful doing that. There we go. See, the odds just changed right now. They just changed. Oh, beautiful head kick, though, by Reese. Holy shit. Nicely done. Come on. I like how he's fighting. He's got to put a little bit more pressure. I don't want to say take risks, but I say he's got to put more pressure. Michelle Pahen is not the same fighter moving backwards as he is going forward when he controls the tempo. When Reese goes first, man, Michelle doesn't know what to do. Come on, Reese boy. What was that movie, Man on Fire? I know it was Denzel Washington, but she was always calling him Greasy. But I'm just calling him Reese. Come on, Reese boy. Let's go. Big time. Come on. Beautiful job. Reese right now is a minus 500. Man, in the first round, he went down, I want to say plus 250. Now he's at minus 500. He's winning this round. It's close. One big shot could change the tempo. There it is right there. Big right hand. He can't get careless. He's got to make sure he doesn't get careless here. It's 1-1. Michelle doing a good job. Oh, that's what I need. Be careful, man. He just got hit with a big shot there. Yep, odds are changing again. Oh, yeah, these guys. Yeah, I've got it at 115, 114 of the third round, 113, 112. I don't know where you guys are at. Plus MVP MMA card is going to be big. Yeah. Yep. Oh, big left overhook. Nice job. That rocked him. You could tell he was trying to come back to show he wasn't in trouble, but he was in trouble. Michelle trying to get that nice guillotine. Oh, get on top. Oh, that's exactly what he need. There you go. Nice job, Reese. Holy shit. Good scramble. Way to get the top. Right now, Michelle doesn't have anything left. Big knee right there. Don't get stupid. Come on. Got 30 seconds. Don't get dumb, man. You're winning this fight right now. Collect that bonus. Oh, that's what you don't want to do. Dummy. Jeez. Come on, man. Get your win money and fight of the night or performance of the night. Let's go. Oh, he tried. 10 seconds. All this whole point of the ground shit. Just throw. Y'all trying to be too much Max Holloway. Sadly, none of you guys are. But good fight, though. Good fight. Oh, they just headbutted knuckleheads. Jeez. Good fight, though. Good fight. You're at 105. Bro, you need to refresh. 32. Yeah, no. You need to refresh. What's up, my man? Here we go. What's up, my man? Punk. Phenomenal watch along as always, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Todd Johnson, 5176. Appreciate you. Is that 51? Is like 76 the year you were born? Is that what it is? Todd? Huh, Todd? Be honest. You can be honest. Oh, that was a good fight. That was definitely a good fight. Bro, look at this. Marshawn Lynch. I don't know what commercials you guys are watching. I got Marshawn Lynch right now. I think it's Prize Picks is the commercial. And that dude from I don't know where he's from. He's from a bunch of shit. But it's a funny commercial. He's got a little fake man bun. When you are at 115, I was at 105. So you're 10 seconds. Oh, you're 10 seconds ahead of me. Interesting. Oh, man. People in the UK are mad at Connor. What are they mad at Connor for? Go ahead. Talk to me, Goose. Give me some love. Tell me what you're thinking. Why are they mad at Connor? Hamza Mir, 15. Why are they mad at Connor? Huh? Why are they mad? Yeah, definitely a good fight. Question is, does it win performance of the night or fight of the night? Does it win one of those bonuses? Does it win one of those? Yeah, guys, I know I sound like RFK Jr. Someone already said that earlier in the comments. MMA fans are mad at Connor. What are they mad at Connor for? I mean, Connor's been Connor for the last, 6-7 years. Same fucking Connor. He's found Jesus now. Got married. Good for him. Good on him. Oh, let's see right here. Look at, I like this. Look at first super chat of the night. I want to thank you, man, so much. Tool Toad 1974. Thanks for this $5 super chat. Michelle is entertaining. Hope he's not cut. Yeah, I hope he's not cut. He's a little bit of a, like you saw in the fight. He's, for every little thing, I got kicked in the cup. Odds are you're wearing a steel cup, so it probably didn't hurt. But I get it. I do hope that I hope he doesn't get cut. I hope he doesn't get cut. He is entertaining. He does bring the action. I like him a lot more. Oh my gosh. Wow. Horrible decision. I don't know how. Jeez. Even look, I'm looking at DraftKings right now. They had him at they had Zach Reese at minus 500. They had him at minus 500. What fight? And those were the live odds going all the way. Wrapped it up at the end of the fight as a minus 500 betting odds favorite. Crazy. Laugh out loud. What is with that decision? Absolutely. You blind, Josh. Really? So you're going to tell me, wait, Ryu AR, whatever it is, you're going to tell me that DraftKings and all these other betting odds don't have professional people scoring this, realizing that should have went towards Reese, that Reese should have won that fight? You don't think that? These guys spend billions so they can make billions. You don't think that they have people that know MMA? They had him at minus 500 when the decision came down. That's how much they thought he was going to win the fight. It is what it is. I don't care. I didn't have any skin in the game. Maybe it was the damage. Maybe it could have been the blood. But I mean, the second round I thought was clearly Reese. And I thought the third round was clearly Reese. I don't think that Michelle did enough. I don't think he landed any significant hard shots to warrant him winning that fight. It's a 1-fight deal, Joseph. Oh, are you talking about Ben? I don't think so. I thought it was a 2-fight deal. For Conor Ben, I thought it was a 2-fight deal. From what I understand. I think it's $15 million a fight for a 2-fight deal. Yeah, I agree. Tool Toad 1974. Hey, buddy, you never answered me, man. Tool Toad 1974. Is that the year you were born? 74? Is that the year you were born? 1-fight deal, $15 million. All right, maybe it is a 1-fight deal. Okay. 1-fight deal, $15 million. Hamza Mir, 15. I wonder who they're going to have him fight. I'm interested to see who they're going to have him fight. Did they even leak any type of opponent yet? Reese got dropped. He didn't get dropped. He got caught off balance. He was throwing a kick and he got hit at the same time. He didn't get dropped. I mean, but I understand what you're saying. I guess maybe the judges, if they saw it from a different angle, probably thought he got dropped. Ryan versus Connor. Maybe. Yeah. That'd be a huge fight. That'd be a huge, huge fight. Ilya's the GOAT. Calm down, Papagino. Papagino 1, 2, 3. Man, you just out here just throwing some salty stuff, man. You know that I'm going to come to bat for my boy Islam. You know there's no way. He's not the GOAT. Can't be the GOAT. Can't be the GOAT. He's got to, he's got to do some work. He's got to beat Gaethje. What happens if he gets knocked out? What are y'all going to say then? I know what y'all going to say. He was never that good. He only beat Volk and Max because, Max had to cut back down to 45, and he only beat Volk because Volk's coming off the knockout loss to Islam. That's what y'all going to say. I like this one here. It was right here. Miles Hunter, 2092. Is Bob Cook still around or did he retire? No, he's still around. He manages a couple guys, but on the down low. He's not traveling from fight to fight now. But, he's still around. Bob's my longtime best friend, man. He's my ride or die, man. He's my ride or die. That's my boy, Bob. So I will never. Bob's my guy. So hold on, I'm trying to reduce this. But make sure we don't get any interruptions during the show. Gotta shut all this stuff off. Says he came back too soon. If Volk moved like he did with the Diego, he might won. I mean, all these guys. Come on, what are you guys talking about? Northern Season fighters get mad. Yeah. This is a classic example. Timothy Austin, I don't know if that means Glateau or what is it? GLTO. I think it's Glow. I think is what you're trying to say. I don't know. That's your name. But look, it says no wonder UFC fighters get mad over the pay when they just throw it all to other leagues. Look, this has been Ronda hit a good point. Simply put, back in the day when they were negotiating other fighters' contracts, Chuck Liddell, he had in his contract, he had a flat fee of say $250,000. And even though he made a lot more than that because they gave him like a backroom bonus, they sent him a private check afterwards. They wanted to go ahead and show what Chuck Liddell's contract was for $250,000. They wanted to show that to other fighters and be like, no, Chuck Liddell's only making this. So why would we pay you more when you're not anywhere near the name that Chuck Liddell is? You know what I mean? Like that. And Ronda, that's exactly what Ronda said. Ronda's like, they didn't want to pay me a flat fee guaranteed money because then that would set precedents for other fighters and want that money. And she's 100% correct. Because then other fighters would run to her and go, or run to Dan and be like, you paid Ronda this. Yeah, dude, but like Ronda and Gina, they are the reason why. They're two of the reasons why. There's other multiple reasons. You've got Misha Tate, you got Marlos Kunin, you got Julie Kedzie, you've got a ton of other like female fighters that help bring women's fighting to the forefront. But those two catapulted to like that next level. They're the reason why. And but for the UFC to say like, no, we can't have you fight for a flat fee. And Ronda's like, I don't get it. Like, I'm not going to be fighting a whole bunch of times. I'm going to fight the fights that I want to fight. You guys will make a ton of money, and I want a flat fee to do it. It just makes sense. For fights like that, I don't think anyone would say like, hey, I deserve this. No, we all deserve. I think they all deserve a flat fee of a certain amount of money, and for the UFC to, for a certain amount of money, and for the UFC to say, hey, like, go ahead, we're gonna bring in, we're gonna bring in fighters for you to fight. I don't understand why they don't bring in, big time fighters for this fight. Like you've got Gina and you got Ronda. Why would you not want to put that fight on here? It didn't make any sense to me. You've always wanted to have Gina Carano. And you guys spent so much money building up Ronda. Why not have her on? But like I said, this whole new structure, this whole new way of doing business, it's out of Dana White's hands. Did Elite XC try to sign me in 2008? No, I already had a contract with what's it called? Sorry. I already had a contract with Strikeforce. What the hell is going on? Oh, let me see here, guys. Hold on. Oh, got some technical issues. I'm not the best at these things either, so. Got it? Oh, we're better. And we're back. No, they weren't allowed to talk to me. I had already signed with Strikeforce in 2006, and I had I believe a 6-fight deal with them. And then I restructured my contract right when I was getting ready to fight Gil for the second time. I restructured for that fight, that contract. And that was a big contract for me. So, but no, Elite XC was never able to, but then also too, Elite XC went away shortly after that. Yep. Ian Gary seems to become confirmed against Islam as per Javier and isn't training in Georgia. How do you see that fight going? Look, Islam brought up a good point. You can spend as much time as you want with Georgian wrestlers. You can spend as much time as you want trying to wrestle. Islam's been wrestling his whole life. I've wrestled my whole life, and there's levels to it, just like there is levels to any other top level sport or activity. And there's nothing that he can do that's going to be able to get him out of the positions that Islam's going to put him in. Look, Ian Gary's going to have to just stay on his bike. He's going to have to move, and he's going to have to, try and create some sort of damage early in the fight. The speed and the reach are going to be a little bit of a problem for Islam. The speed of him. If that's the fight they're going to make. I mean, if that's the fight that they're looking to make. I thought they were going to go with the Kamaru Usman fight. I really did. It shocks me that if they don't go with it shocks me. More for legacy. And I don't think Ian Gary deserves it. I would go with Michael Morales over Ian Gary. Undefeated fighter. I would have went with Shavkat over Ian Gary. So, I don't know. Look, they've got something. There's something. Something's going on. I mean, it seems like Ian might be the guy who's next. And if it is, then it is what it is. But I mean, if that fight hits the ground, I don't think Ian survives very, very long. It may end up being but if it doesn't hit the ground, Ian's got a chance. The speed, he doesn't have a lot of power, but the speed, But hey guys, I also want to say if you guys have been following what we've been doing lately, is if you guys join our memberships here on the YouTube channel for weighing in, I do a membership interview where if you are a member, I will go ahead and pull a name out of a hat and we will jump on face to face and we will have a conversation, a debate, a conversation. We'll just talk MMA with each other. We just dropped one last Tuesday. Check it out. And we leave it up. We leave it up. We don't just take it down after we post it, but we leave it up for everyone to kind of chime in. You guys can read the comments also too and go from there. But I think it's definitely something that I want to give back to the people that are members and have been following my channel for a while. And I want to thank you guys so much for continuing to support me. So, yeah, man, go ahead and join our memberships. We have a $4.99 membership and a $1.99 membership. But gets you guys. And also we also get your questions answered as fast as we possibly can while we do our live shows. By the way, we are doing a live show tomorrow morning. Make sure you guys hit that bell for notifications, hit the little thumbs up too, and like our videos. But we got tomorrow morning. You got my man, Angelo, And I'm going to be breaking down and recapping this whole card, okay, for tomorrow morning. So make sure you guys join us tomorrow morning. We're going to try to knock it out early so you guys can watch it the rest of the day, or you guys can join in live and hit us up with some of those questions, man. We are always down to listen to the questions. Big Ange. Yeah, Big Angie is more like it. I like that. Big Angie. Oh, man. All right, look, man, this can be a good one, man. This can be a good one. Jacoby Smith versus Josiah Harrell. You got Jacoby Smith right now at a minus 298. I don't know at a minus 298, but look, Jacoby's good. Extremely good. Trained out of AKA for a bit. Moved all the way out here. He lives right here in the Dallas area. I'm not sure if he left somewhere a little bit, but he's training with Kyle Crushman and those guys. I know he was training in another gym for the first like 4 weeks. And then now he's been out here. So good for him, man. Good for him. There's my man, Kerry Hatley. Good referee, man. Good dude also. Good dude all the way around. He's a Texas guy also. He's a Texas boy. Yeah. Got that. Y'all. Talks like y'all. Got a little Southern Texas boy talk. So, good guy. All right, here we go. Jacoby Smith, man. Great wrestler. Got big power in the hands. See. Oh. Harold dipping his head. Shouldn't be doing that too much. Jacoby got to stay relaxed, man. Too much bouncing around. Oh, not sure you're going to like that. You're going to try to take him down. Harold can wrestle, though, man. He's got some good wrestling. Both these guys fucking built like little brick shit houses. Like, look at them. Look at the size of those legs, man. Both of them. Big, thick legs, trunk, waistlines. Jacoby got to be careful leaning in like that. Come on, Jacoby. So, man, look at these guys. Look how ripped he is, man. It's disgusting. I could lift weights every single day of my life and never look like that. Doesn't that bother you guys? When you guys look at people that are built like that, doesn't it bother you? Like, even if you were on like copious amounts of steroids, I don't even think I could look like that if I was on freaking steroids, like beyond. You can put me on growth hormone, you can put me on peptides, you can put me on TRT. I still wouldn't look like that. Get me a nutritionist and a doctor to give me everything. I still wouldn't look like that. This guy built like an Ivan Drago. Just oh, beautiful. Nice takedown. Oh, you gotta be careful of that leg. Get away. Get away. Ooh, nice. Oh, working that little sweep, trying to get to the back. Nice body kick. Both guys real stiff right now. Both guys real stiff. I hope Harold's hair doesn't fly off like the boxer dude, right? Nice, Jacoby. Nice little check left hook. Let's go. Jacoby looking good, though. Oh, straight right. Yep. Keep that. Both of them got to keep their chins tucked, man. Both of them kind of punching straight up in the air with their chin in the air. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Damn. Shit, he got a little step behind, knee tapped, boom, right to his back. Said, come on. Come on. Like when you went to the barber, you said, oh, nice little kick there. Oh, nice job by here. Oh, fuck, Jacoby. Oh, damn. Can you imagine doing all that? Oh, he's out. He's out. He's out. Oh, damn. Damn. He hit a beautiful takedown. Jacoby just kind of popped his hips and flung it over, got to the top position, almost in a crucifix position, and just started laying the leather down. Holy shit. That's what I would do to Angelo. Big Ange, once Big Ange hits his back, he's like a big turtle, like a tortoise on his back and shit. He can't do nothing. He can't do nothing. Well, I don't know what this dance is. I don't know. Bro, I thought you would have done the D-Town Boogie, bro. You're from Dallas. Oh, I like this. He's talking to Hunter Campbell. Oh, man. They're in a lot of trouble right now. Yeah, they got to let him just tell him to lay down. Shit. No, he's trying to still get up. He's still trying to get up. Damn. I hate to see that. Watch this. Beautiful step behind. Nice job by Jacoby. Then right here, one elbow, two elbow, little small chopping ones, and then the punches. Just got stuck. And then carry a little late. Yeah, it's a little late. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you could tell that Kerry was trying to come in thinking that Jacoby would stop, and Jacoby didn't stop. Kept hitting him. Damn. Great win by Jacoby. There's Kyle Crutchmer right there. These boys, they left Fortis MMA, started their own gym. I want to say it's called Ranger something. They started their own gym, and they're having success, man. They're doing a great job. They got a great group of fighters that left Fortis, and they're all working together. So good on them, man. It ain't easy starting your own gym, your own facility. It ain't easy. So great win by for Jacoby, man. Great win. Damn, that was nice. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Fight lines, alternative trial. Let's see here. If I'm watching the Sergey Spivak in the Ante D'Elia fight, I don't see this fight going the distance. Someone's probably going to get finished in the first 2 rounds. It says right now is over at 1.5 is a -105, and the under is a -125. I would probably take the under at -120. Probably take the under on this fight, man. And then let's see where it is right now. They're both kind of at even odds. -102 is Spivak, and -118 is D'Elia. But overall, let's see. I would just say the fight's probably not going to go at 1.5. I think it's going to be under 1.5. Someone's going to get knocked out, I think, in that fight. Spivak and D'Elia. Could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. You never know. Heavyweights, once they get past the first round, you never know what's going to happen. You never know. Yeah, that looked ugly, right? RBZ 9991. Exactly. It definitely looked ugly. Damn. Yep. I think it caught Kerry Hatley off guard. I don't think he expected Harold to get knocked out with the first 2 blows, because most guys will kind of fish around down there looking like they're trying to get to the underleg and then trying to like duck their, bury their head in between underneath the hip. And he wasn't able to do it, and he was out. Just kind of Kerry just got caught off guard, man. So, but seven shots. 7. Yeah, he got tucked in for sure. Unreal NYC 718. Absolutely. That was nasty. Oh, come on, bro. A Hooten 13-13. He's not a shit referee. He just had a great stoppage in the last card. I want to say it was like the co-main event or the main event. No, man, he's not a shit referee. He's a great referee. He's good. That boy got real muscles too. Them Texas strong, baby. He got real muscles. Why you gotta be so negative, huh? A Hooten 13-13. Stop being so negative, dog. Come on. Let's stay positive. We gotta show us positive around here. All right, we try to stay positive on this show. Come on, guys. Hey, who's he calling out? If you guys can hear it, who's he calling out? I can't have the sound on, otherwise I get shut down. So nasty, good ground and pound. Yeah, when you got power like that, I never had power like that. I was never blessed with power. Welcome home. What's up, Matthew? What's up, Eric? How you doing, brother? Look at that. There's my man. Got to make you famous, brother. Eric. My man. Yeah, it's nice to be back. Hey, man. Thanks for taking the boys out or taking the little ones out last night, man. It's great. I appreciate that. Oh, there's Alex Morano in the background on the left. Jacoby Smith. That poor guy fought his ass off last week and fucking then gets released. Felt bad for him. Felt really bad for him. Or 2 weeks ago, he got released. I listened to your feed, no volume. Unreal. Oh, that's messed up, bro. Did you hear what I said? Kevin Holland. He called out Kevin Holland? Ooh. Is Kevin fighting at 70 still? No negative stuff. I like that. Stan Jones, F60. Let's keep it positive. I like that. There we go. No negative stuff. Keep it positive. Keep it positive. Called out the ref. Oh, man. Who called out the ref? The ref did a good job. He just came in, caught him off guard that he got hit with some big shots. Like I don't think he expected for him to get knocked out in the first second shot. There's my boy Crutch right there. Oh yeah. Damn. Big time. Man, that wrestling was nasty by Jacoby Smith. That wrestling was nasty. Still got the jawline, I see. I know. Don't be jealous. Joe McFly. I know. Let everyone know. Look at. I'm a little puffy because I flew last night. Then I woke up, didn't get a great night's sleep because I was excited to be home. So I was kind of, there's the man, Jamal Hill. As Podcast Dave likes to say, Jamahal Hill. Jamahal. Oh, Jared Cannonier. Cool dude, man. I mute Paramount. Oh, you do? I get it. Like I have to, because we live stream. Oh, there's my man, Kevin Holland. I mute the sound because I have to, otherwise it'll get taken down. But I'd like to watch the main fights in the main card. I like to watch all that without sound, just because sometimes I can skew the way I score the card. But I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. I see that Melk is a minus 270 favorite over Dan Ige. I don't know about that, man. Dan's a tough, man. Tough. I bet my arm's tighter. What's wrong with my arm? My arm is tired from what? Scrolling? John actually went to Mexico to work on his looks. Well, I don't know what that means. I don't mute, have it super low, so commentary doesn't. But yeah, that's really what it comes down to, Dave. Dave Sandine. That's exactly what it is. I don't want to skew the way that I think of the fight or the fighters. So I try to watch it with the sound down or off completely. So Josh is puffy because he got Angelo as his dietitian. Bro, Angelo just eats whatever's in front of him. That guy, he's wild. His own daughters called him out one time. I called and I was like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, oh, just eating this salad. And then his daughter in the background is like, you just ate 2 whole Jersey Mike sandwiches. I was like, bro, she fucking called your ass out. What the fuck? Oh, I listened to your commentary. I appreciate it, man. I like that, man. Unreal NYC 718. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for listening to the commentary. I'm more of I like the X's and O's. I like to talk the fight. I like to break down the techniques. I know that a lot of the other guys that are doing live stuff, they like to, fluff it up with a lot of trash talking and shit. And that's just not me. So I enjoy breaking down the fights. I enjoy watching these guys lay it all out there. So yeah. Were you ever interested in rematching Benson and Bellator? We were actually in talks to do it. And then they signed me to a big time contract to do commentary for them. They signed me to a long-term deal. When they signed me to a long-term deal, I was like, all right, I'm done. I didn't want to fight anymore. Contract was good. I think they signed me to a 3-year deal. So they signed me that's a long-term contract as an analyst. So they signed me to a 3-year deal. Got through that deal and they signed me to another 2-year deal right before they got bought. So yeah. Who is your favorite commentator and why not including Anik? Well, Anik is the play-by-play. So I don't really look at him as like a commentator. Like he's the one that runs the show. Like there wouldn't, and Joe Rogan will vouch for this. That fucking job that he does, and he does it so damn well, it's extremely difficult. There's so much on his plate. He has to keep the entertainment going when the color commentators don't want to say anything about the fight. He's got to he's got to keep that conversation going. He's got to keep the fans engaged at home. Then on top of all that, he's got to do the ad reads. So he's got to read all the ads in the middle of a break in the action or whenever he can squeeze it in. And they've got to do it at certain times. That guy is not just him, but most of the play-by-plays. They're just on a different level of focus and determination and structure. I honestly have no idea how they do it. None. It's wild to me how they do it. And but I give them nothing but credit. So to me, I think John Anik is in a whole different world of his own. He deserves praise that I can't even begin to give him. He's amazing. Okay. But, look, I still enjoy Joe. I know a lot of people hate on Joe. I don't understand the hate. Guy's been around doing it for a long time. He maybe is not as engaged as he was, but look, he still knows the guys, still cares about the guys and their reputation, still cares. He gives those guys a platform sometimes to call on his show and build up their brand. And if you don't respect that, I mean, I don't know what else you can do. Like, Joe doesn't have to have the MMA guys on just because he's out here doing the commentary for him. He doesn't have to do that. Joe's had me on. He's had a lot of guys on, man. And I'm nothing but thankful for that. Like he does a lot for the sport. It does a lot for the fighters. He does a lot, and not even without having to try to do something. He's like, hey man, you want to do, like, he reached out to me. He's like, hey, you want to film a pod? I was like, yeah, I'd love to, man. He's like, well, when works for you? I'm like, well, I'm going to be in LA doing a Bellator show during this time. He's like, let's do it that Wednesday. All right, cool. Sounds cool. So we did it that Wednesday. It was fucking awesome. Loved it, and he's done that, I think, for a lot of fighters. So I think Joe to me is probably still the number one guy. And I know, like I said, people were going to hate on it, but I don't give a shit. That's, for me, it's Joe. And then I like Paul Felder. To me, is really good. Paul doesn't really mince his words. He doesn't seem to be biased. I mean, unless I'm missing something. But I also don't really know who he's friends with, like with DC and with Dom and with Bisping, right? Like with Bisping, you can tell he'll always be a little bit more biased towards the British fighters, which I get. I'm that way with the guys that I train with in my gym. You guys all know that. You've been listening to my show for how many years now, and that's the way I am. I'm always going to take Khabib's sides. I'm always going to take Islam and Umar and Usman and all the guys that come out of AK. I'm going to take their side. This is how I am. So, but I'm going to admit it to you guys. You're going to get straight up. But like with Bisping, that's how he is. I feel like with a lot of the British fighters, and I tip my hat off to him because he's a loyal SOB. And good for him. So, but like Dom does a good job. He's not on as much anymore in terms of cage side commentary, but he does a good job. But I think Paul Felder does a fantastic job. Paul Felder to me is one of those guys that does a good job. So overall, I think the commentary team, DC, obviously I got to give DC my love. DC is one of those guys that he is the entertainment value of it. He mixes the credentials of 2-division champion, world-class wrestling, Olympic caliber wrestling, fought the biggest names in the sport, doesn't know a ton about grappling, but knows a ton about wrestling. And what I mean by grappling is like the jiu-jitsu aspect of it all. But man, his stand-up and where he came from and what he learned, his stand-up, he understands angles. He's one of the smartest fighters I've ever met, and when you're talking about what he does for his job and his position, that guy can sell you a fight. He can sell you a fighter and he can sell you a fight. And if you're the UFC, that's what you want. You want someone that can get on the mic and tell the world that this fighter is one of the best fighters in the world, and he'll say it with such energy that they all fucking believe him. That's exactly what happens with Rogan. Like Joe gets on, but Joe's got a huge name. And I know DC does as well, but Joe's just another level. Just another level. So when Joe comes on and goes, man, this guy's like the best fighter in the world. The whole world's like, holy shit, let's watch this guy. And DC's getting to that level too now. Like if this guy is absolutely fantastic. Watch out for this guy's chokes. Watch out for this guy's takedown. Watch his foot sweeps. They're going to believe him. That's because he's put in the works, 2-division champion like that. That's why when I watch, I tend to turn it off. And that's no disrespect to them. I don't want to be skewed because I know that I can be influenced by their voices. I can be influenced by the fact that like that's how they are. They can get me because they can convince me. So, yeah. Those are probably like I like Paul Felder, to be honest, 100%. Strickland is done if he loses. No, I don't think Strickland's done if he loses. But fuck, man, He's got to stop with all this nonsense, man. He's got to stop with all the wild shit that he says. Because look, it's easy to say all that crazy shit when you're winning, when you're in the top 10. But as soon as you start losing and you still keep saying this crazy shit, people stop watching you. And when they stop watching you, it means your ratings go down when your fight's on. And guess what? That directly affects your pay. And the UFC sees it. The UFC sees when your fight comes on, there's a dip in numbers, and they're like, all right, well, we base our pay off of that. And so he's got to be very careful. He's got to be very careful. So look, it's always cool to be the heel when you're winning or when you're in that top 5, top 10. But as soon as you get on a little skid, being the heel is the worst. Because the pressure mounts, everyone just starts ragging on you even more. And as much as people say, like, oh, like he won't care, or he says he doesn't care, that's a bunch of bullshit. That's a bunch of bullshit. You know? So let's go right here. What do we got here? Tool Toad 1974. Usman Nurmagomedov going to be in the UFC champ in 5 years. I couldn't tell you, man. I stopped trying to predict that shit when I went all in on Patchy Mix, saying that he could be a champion. He's probably the best bantamweight in the world, and that backfired. But there are guys that have had success. Like I said, how great Kayla Harrison was. She came over. She's now the champ. You know, and I said how good MVP was, and he's in the top 10 rankings. Patricio Pitbull is in the top 10 rankings. Like there's fighters that have come over that are older and doing okay. Patchy just didn't have a good run. I said how good Horiguchi was. And we all knew how good Horiguchi was. But, I mean, I was telling you he's the best 125-pounder in the world, even when DJ was still around, because I felt like that Horiguchi had matured so much since their first fight. When he fought DJ the first time, he was 24 years old. And then he went off and he fought in Bellator and Ryzen and Dream and all these other ones, right? But he was fighting guys at 135 pounds. And then now, you know, he's back down fighting guys at 125. This is where he needs to be. He should have always been here, but he was the champion in Bellator at 135. It wasn't at 125. So to answer your question, though, Tool Toad 1974, I don't know if he'll be champion, but I do know that he has all the ability and all the capabilities of doing it. His skill level is, it's going to be insane. Look, I'm not done. Papagino won, what is it? 1, 2, 3. Look, I'm not done on Aaron Pico. Aaron Pico's still young. He's 29, 30 years old. He's still got plenty of time, you know, and let's be honest. He got caught. And I'm not taking anything away from shit. Who beat him? Fuck. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. We can't remember who beat him. You know, but I can't take anything away from him. But the thing is he got caught. And I'm not done on him. I'm not done on Aaron Pico. Aaron Pico's got a lot of potential, man. A lot of potential. He just gotta, he's got to take his time. Lerone Murphy, that's right. Spinning back elbow. I mean, Lerone was getting hit with some shots up until that moment. He just caught him with the spinning back elbow. Froze him when he went to spin. Pico didn't know what to do. Pico's still, honestly, relatively young in his career. I know he's got a lot of fights, but he stayed pretty actively busy. But he came right off the wrestling mat. You know? Yeah, Angelo right now is texting me going, the fights kind of stink. And I was like, I mean, the last fight wasn't bad. And I thought the Reese fight was good. But I didn't watch a lot of the prelims. Only 2 finishes were a broken shoulder and short notice. Oh, he must not have just watched Jacoby. Anyways, good stuff though. Let's see here. Does this fight get past the round and a half? He might be like Chandler, KO or get KO. Possibly. Chandler's old though too. Yeah, see, I don't think this fight's gonna go the distance. I don't think he's gonna pass a round and a half. Someone's gonna get knocked out. D'Elia can swing, man. He was in the PFL. He had some, I don't think this fight's going the distance. It's not going the distance, but does it get past a round and a half? I don't think it does. I think D'Elia's got a lot to prove after his debut. Let's go, boys. Let's fucking go. Oh, Lee's got a little cut over his eye already. Spivak. Let's see. Let's see. Angelo is a moron. On his takes. Guys, come on. Let's keep it positive. Angelo and I will be doing a recap of the show tomorrow morning. We'll talk some news too. We got a lot to talk about. We've got obviously the Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey. We've got the Conor Benn, signing. What does that do with the UFC fighters? How do they feel about it? There's a lot to talk about. A lot of things to come up and talk about. So where does it put? Like Nate Diaz talking about he wants to come back and potentially signing, and Conor coming out today saying, yeah, I've been offered a fight and I've accepted it. And I've been saying for the longest time that I really believe the Conor and Nate Diaz fight was probably the fight you're going to see at the White House. There's no bigger fight that you can make. Not the Ilya and Islam fight. That fight's not doing better numbers than Conor and Nate Diaz. Not John Jones and Alex. That fight's not doing bigger numbers than Nate Diaz and Conor. You guys are all probably like, you're wild, you're crazy. But I'm telling the truth. Let's see. We're halfway through the first round. Lee got a little cut over his left eye. Spivak with a nice little jab. Delia looking clean and sharp. Looks like he's the faster fighter. He just got got hit with a little left hook there, though. Nice. There we go. There we go. Nice little overhand right. Just missed. Whizzed by Delia's chin. Spivak throwing that little overhand right. Oh, got to refresh on these betting odds. See what we got. Got Delia at minus 220. Spivak at plus 170. I think those odds are going to start to change as we get going here because Spivak's not looking bad. I expected this thing for it to be over quick. We may get past a round and a half. Now they're past that filling out phase, and now they're just kind of like just touch. Nice jabs by Spivak, man. Spivak's winning this fight right now with a jab. Delia's got to get going. He's throwing, but he's like just outside of range. Like it's not landing really clean. Spivak's doing a good job missing him offline, moving his head offline, making him miss. Both guys looking good. Not bad for heavyweights, man. They look good for heavyweights. But you add a little bit of wrestling in there, end up with some trouble. No, Spivak got rocked there. Nice little upward jab. Like almost like an upward, like a little up jab or uppercut kind of thing by Delia. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, nice left hook though, right by Delia there. Delia's beat up, man. His face is bleeding. Jesus, fucking Nate Diaz shit right there. Just barely getting touched a little bit and it's bleeding out of his nose, out of his mouth. Got a cut over his eye. Shit. He puts the lotion on the skin. Jeez, that's like fucking wild, man. These guys, you guys getting all political in my comment section. Let's lay that off. Let's talk fights, guys. Come on. We can get into this political bullshit all day long. It's a bunch of nonsense. I don't want to be negative, but sloppy heavyweight fight is upon us. It actually wasn't bad. It actually wasn't that bad. What are you talking about? Thapa 542. It actually wasn't bad. They were throwing some clean, hard shots. I mean, nothing. It doesn't seem like anything landed super clean. But look, both of them were kind of cut up. Not a bad first round. I thought it looked pretty clean. Give the Tubby some love. Okay? I always want to give the Tubby some love. DC fighting style is absolutely insanely good. DC's, oh yeah, DC's for sure. His DC, like, think about this. That guy was so fast with his hands. coming off a wrestling match, you know how hard it is to get fighters to get wrestlers to feel comfortable in there just standing and banging. And DC did it right from the jump. He's like, man, like one of the first times he ever fought was like the king of the cage. And one of the first times he comes out and you see him, he's pacing back and forth. He's talking to himself like, let's go, DC. Come on. You're the best. And he's like talking to himself, amping himself up. And then Bob Cook looks at him and like you can tell Bob is pretty nervous. And DC looks at Bob and goes, don't be nervous, Bob. He's like, I'm a fucking gamer. When your fighter tells you that right before, he's like, you don't feel any pressure anymore. You're like, okay, this guy's a 2-time Olympian. I don't feel pressure at all. I don't feel like I'm concerned at all. This guy is going to go out there and perform. And sure enough, he went out there where the fight was like 2 minutes. DC's a gamer, man. Proved it over and over again. He's a gamer. Yeah, Spivak with that jab, man, really touching up D'Elia. There, that's what D'Elia needs to do. He needs to move his head offline. He just keeps missing, just right outside of range. Spivak doing a good job of keeping him on the outside of his punches, keeping himself out of range. Yeah. They're both, it seems like they're missing, but they must be touching because both guys are bleeding. But D'Elia, man, just looks cut up. Nice little right hand. He's got to throw more than one. See, he's throwing one, brings it back, then he throws one again. He's got to throw 1-2, and then wait a pause, and then throw the third. He's got to get busy, though. He's got to get busy. Oof. Good fight. I like this fight though for a heavyweight, but I expected it to be done before 1.5. Spivak is the favorite now. He's at a -395, which I got him winning this fight too. But we saw earlier in the card, Reese was a -500 when the fight ended, and then he ended up losing the fight. So I'm not going to get too. Oh, big shots by Spivak. Good job by D'Elia. Make some space. Let the hands fly. Oh, see, when you start to circle off like that, you got to make him pay. He got his back off the fence. You got to counter with some strikes right away. He didn't do that. Both guys started to slow down a little bit. We're past the 1.5 mark. So if you bet the over at 1.5, you cashed out. Nice job. Yeah, Spivak's feeling himself right now. I'm surprised, man. I thought D'Elia was going to be a little bit more aggressive in terms of letting his hands fly, especially inside that pocket. He's not letting the hands fly when he gets inside the pocket. He's trying to throw it from the outside of the pocket. He's just not having success. That's what he needs to do right there. There it is. There it is. Just past the 1.5 mark. Spivak's in big trouble. Big shot, though, right by D'Elia. Another big shot. Holy shit. Clubbing hands. I like that. Little clubbing downward on the back of the ear. Oh, he's got to make space. What are you doing? Don't try to take him down. Let the hands go. Make space. The UFC gets so mad about this. You had him rocked. You had him hurt. Put him away. Finish him. Mortal Kombat. Finish him. Yeah, odds just jumped. Spivak is now a -154 where he was a -300 a second ago. Now D'Elia is a +120. D'Elia needs to circle off the fence. Let the hands go. He might have blew his wad right there. Yep. D'Elia looks tired. Spivak's got him pressed against the fence. D'Elia's got to make some space. Can't afford to get taken down. Come on. Come on. I know. I can't wait for Danny Ige next, man. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for having the live. I appreciate it, man. Timothy Austin, Glow 20 or whatever it is. But absolutely. I got back from coming back from Mexico, and I was like, man, I kind of miss talking about fights. Let's watch some fights tonight. Let's fucking get after it. Let's jump on, see everyone, talk to people. Let's go. There it is. Delia's got to let the hands go. He's winning this round, but it's going to be 1-1. He's got to go, man. He could have felt like he could have got him out of there. Damn, good round. Good round. 1-1 going into round 3. Delia looks like shit. Fucking elephant, man. Jeez. Fuck. Oh, man. But good round, though, for Delia. I got it 1-1. What do you guys have? You guys have it 1-up? What's up, Greg Moon 24? What's up? Suppy Josh. I like that. What's uppy, Josh? Congratulations to Kane being refreed. I agree. Congratulations to my boy. Hope he's enjoying his time with his family and everything right now. So good for him. Gonna reach out to him this week, hopefully, and see how he's doing. Just touch base with him, and I'd love to get him on the show, but I want to give him time to spend with his family and friends and everyone around and stuff. So get his life back in order, and it's hard to go away for that long, and have to make the adjustments. Coming back. But I'm assuming he'll pick up right where he left off. Working with the fighters at AKA and getting himself back into, getting himself back into coaching. I think the avenue is there. He's one of the he's so smart when it comes to breaking down fights, and also too, everyone in the gym respects him. How do you not respect a person like that? So one of the nicest, one of the most loyalist guys ever, just big ass teddy bear. If you guys know Kane, you guys would all love him. There we go. Spivak knows that it's 1-1. He knows he's got to win this fight. He's got to win this round to win this fight. Both of them do. Spivak got to get that jab going. The jab was money for him in the first round. He got away from it in the second, then he got clipped in the second. He's got to keep keeping that long-range jab going, pumping it out, because Delia doesn't have an answer for it. There it is again, right there by Spivak. That jab is what sets everything up. Circle off. Delia doing a good job. Nice work on cutting off the cage a little bit there. He should have threw off of that, though. He cut off the cage, and then Spivak didn't know what to do, and then he let him circle out after he cut it off. Didn't throw any punches, didn't cause any, didn't make him fearful for cutting off the cage. Spivak looking good. Looking good first minute of this third round. Yeah, I didn't really see this fight being a stand-up fight. I thought Delia would end up having success in getting the fight to the ground. I thought he'd let the hands go a little bit more and get Spivak in trouble, and then able to take him down and dominate the top position. I don't know. I didn't see this happening. Spivak is good, but I didn't think it'd be this good of a fight on the feet. Great fight so far. I got Teletubby Angelo texting me going, "Oh, boring fights." Don't be salty, Ange. Big Ange. Big Ange is mad. He's mad. See if he texts us back. Talking trash to him right now. Great fight, man. Good time, big time fight. I was actually supposed to go to this fight, but then I went down to Mexico for the stem cells at CPI. Angelo just said, he's like, "I'm tired." I can see he's tired. He's probably drinking. That's why. He's probably tell him to drink a Red Bull, right? Or a Monster. It's funny, man. Let's go. Talia's on the bottom. He's losing this fight right now because of that. He's got to get back up to his feet. Spivak doing a good job keeping the head pressure. That head underneath the chin keeps your back flat to the ground. It also keeps you stretched out. Yo, what's up? From Tijuana, Luis Ortega. RQ6LE. Hi from Tijuana. Love the podcast. Appreciate you, buddy. I was just in Tijuana at CPI. Great stuff, man. Kicks would help. I agree. Bro, yes. Kane would. Yeah, I think even now Kane would beat both these guys. Just too much. Too much wrestling, too much aggression, too much cardio, too much pace. He'd set such a fast pace, it wouldn't be. No. Both guys, though, look, this is a good fight, though. Let's not take away from it. Both these guys are good fight. This is a good fight. They're getting after each other. How was the trip? The trip was great, man. To CPI, it was great. It rained a lot that first 2 days I was there. Uh-oh, mouthpiece flopped out. Come on, let's go. It rained a lot when I was there, but look, you can't get better service at a facility, at a hospital like that. That place was absolutely amazing. And TAM is a great place. They just got a new MRI machine, and in their new MRI machine, I did 6 MRIs, and it took me just an hour to do all 6. I used to get MRIs. It would take me like 40 minutes per fucking scan. It was horrible. When I broke my ankle, they did an MRI on my ankle. It's fucking horrible, man. It took me like almost an hour to do the MRI. There you go. These guys are throwing down. But Leah's going to lose this fight. Just because it just looks bad. His face looks bad. He's going to lose this fight. Unless he drops Spivak right now at some point in this last 10 seconds. There you go. Got to get after it. You can't just sit back, man. You got to go. He's losing. He just looked at the clock. Oh, bro, you didn't win that fight. Didn't win that fight. Damn. Ah, man. Oof. There's Ted Lucio. Used to be my boxing coach. The corner guy that was there, Ted Lucio. He lives in Texas. Used to be my boxing coach. Real iced out. Yeah, it was good, man. I enjoyed the trip. Great service there at CPI. The guys that own it are absolute just studs. Ed and Scotty and they have another friend of theirs. Just good people, man. And all their employees are absolutely amazing. I don't know if you guys, if you guys have never been to Mexico, the fucking food is fire. The food is fire there. It is absolutely fire. The Real Takes show is good. The real takes or the bad takes? The real takes. Oh, yeah. Todd Johnson, 5176. The Real Takes show is fire. I know. It's a good show, man. I enjoy it. If you guys don't follow my Clips channel, man, we have a Wayne in Clips channel. Hit that channel up. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications. I'm running all of our interviews on a 24-hour service right now over there, so check it out. I've got all of our interviews running 24 hours around the clock. It's absolutely amazing. You guys can check it out. I've got all the interviews that we've done. We've had so many interviews, and we were able to run them on a 24-hour cycle just on the Clips channel. So check out that live show that's going on right now with all of our interviews, all based on that. It's fucking awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So check it out. Hit that subscribe button, man. Also, too, tomorrow morning, Big Ange and I will be doing a live show on the recap of this and and talking the fight. So give me the scorecards. I got Spivak winning 29-28. 29-28. 29-28. Spivak. Yep. Got it. Not sure what the scores were. Tell me what the scores were if you heard them. Who do you got for Max and Charles? I'm going to go with Max. Man. I'm a huge Charles fan. I want Charles. I like Charles. I shouldn't say I want Charles to win. I don't care who wins, to be honest. They're both first ballot Hall of Famers. They're both great fighters. It's sad that one of them has to lose. But honestly, man, like, I think Max is going to get it done. At 155, Max is like reinventing himself very much how Charles did when Charles came up to 55. Charles at 45 was killing himself to get down to 45, came up to 55, becomes a champion. And I honestly believe that Max at 55, I think Max beats Ilia Topuria at 55. I think Max beats him. So I hope we get to see that fight again, because I think Max versus Ilia Topuria at 55, I think that's the fight. That fight right there is, I think Max beats him. Not to mention, I think Armand beats him as well. I think both guys beat him. So, Josh, if you need a workout, we are 3 minutes from there, and try Tacos Del Francis. I heard about Tacos Del Francis. I heard about it. But I'm not there anymore, Luis Ortega. I'm not there anymore, but I will be going back in 6 months for my follow-up. So definitely let's keep in touch. Keep joining the lives. Keep reminding me as we get closer to that 6-month period. I'll probably go there. Actually, it probably won't be 6 months. I'll probably be closer to like December because I'm normally in California around the holidays. And so I'll probably fly out there and fly down there during that time. So yeah, let's keep that in. Let's work on that. Let's work on that. I wouldn't mind getting a workout in because I can't get a workout in right now. I got to take 3 months of rest. So the stem cells take part. Armand is fucking awful in the stand-up. Ilya, okay. Let's just say Armand is awful in the stand-up. Let's just sit. Look at that guy behind. Holy cow, behind Booker T. That guy with the fucking bling. Holy shit. That guy's iced out grill, Asian dude. These guys, man. Look at how small that grill was. Look at Waldo Cortez Acosta, this guy. He talking shit to Tom. There you go, Yair. What were we talking about? Armand. Even if Armand's stand-up is shit, even if it's shit, his wrestling is better than Ilya's. So they will neutralize themselves. Now, I guess the question is, look, if Ilya couldn't stop Bryce Mitchell from taking him down, and I don't know if you watched, did you watch the Arman Sarukian and Hamzat Chimaev wrestling? Go and watch that. Let me know what you think. Chimaev flinging him around, right? But Arman's still scrambling, getting to positions, getting like that's what's gonna happen. And Chimaev is walking around like 205, 210. And so look, at the end of them wrestling, Arman, ooh, that was nasty. Arman is the one wanting to keep wrestling, whereas Chimaev's like, no, let's stop. Because he's having to wrestle, Chimaev's having to wrestle with Arman at a pace that's like a small guy pace. So my point is that look, Arman Sarukian, you may not like his stand-up. You may think his fighting style is boring, but his style is the way to beat Ilya Topuria. The fight with Max Holloway, I think him and Max make for a great fight, but I want to see that fight at 155. I feel like Max having to cut back down to 145, that really affected him. And no one's going to convince me otherwise. I even told Big John that. Big John was like, oh, no, it won't. It was only one fight. No. He spent 6 months putting the weight on. And that's why he had such a great performance against Justin Gaethje. He looked great out there. And then he cut the weight, went back down to 45 and got knocked out. And you could tell he started to slow down in rounds 3 and 4 or rounds 3. And that's what happened. So, yeah, Max won till he got clipped. I mean, I didn't look at the scorecard, so I can't say yes, he was winning that fight. But I think at 155, him and Ilya is a different fight. I lean towards Max winning that fight at 55. Josh, go watch Arman versus Dan Hooker. You're acting like Arman is Habib. Bro, his wrestling is amazing. What do you mean go watch Arman? Like, yeah, he dominated Dan Hooker. He dominated him. Dan Hooker is tall, long, and lanky. Very difficult to get in on because he's so tall. Ilya Topuria is somebody he's going to be in the pocket trying to land boxing, whereas Dan can fight you from distance because he's so long. He's like 6'1". He's a big guy. So I go with Arman over Ilya Topuria, and I think Max and him at 55 is a different fight. I lean towards Max because I think Max is just a different fighter at 55. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Ilya, but I think Ilya, I think the fact that Max had to cut down to 45 again to fight Ilya I think that's really what affected the fight. And you saw how things changed as Max started to get tired. The weight cut had an effect on him. Max will tell you, he didn't want to go back down, but it was like it was kind of like a challenge. Hey, someone's down there with my belt. I'm going to go do that. He should have stayed at 55. I told Big John he should have never went back down to 55 or 45. He should have stayed at 55. Should have stayed. Ilya is 5 times the wrestler and build that Dan is. Yeah, he might be 5 times the wrestler, but Armand's 10 times the wrestler of Dan. So that means that Armand's 5 times the wrestler of Ilya. Ilya got taken down by Bryce Mitchell, a high school wrestler from Arkansas. Arkansas don't have wrestling, man. That's like Australia. Australian wrestling. Guys, there's no Armand Sarukian's wrestling is like world class. And if anything, go watch him wrestle in Roth. Like he's legit wrestling other wrestlers, just wrestling, no striking, and he's having success. What do you think he's going to do to Ilya Taporia when there's a little bit of punching power, I think, and speed and aggressiveness and just like the size of Ilya Taporia, of the size of Armand Sarukian over Ilya Taporia is going to be a factor. I think that he beats Ilya Taporia. Potentially could get him out of there. I think it's gonna be tough to get him out of there, but because Ilya's tough as hell. But man, come on. Y'all just double the fighter. I don't know. Look, it makes for a great conversation. That's why we're talking about it, right? We want to see it. Mm-hmm. Says Ilya and Armand are both 5'7". They both weigh 175, 178. If you believe that Armand Sarukian weighs 175, 178, it's ridiculous. Maybe when they go into fight after he's made the weight, they'll probably weigh around that. But Armand Sarukian to me he'll be the physically stronger and obviously the better wrestler. Oh, whoops. Hit the click. Gotta hit the click. There it is. Yeah. Let's see this. Let's see. I don't know what the holdup is, man. I don't know what the holdup is. Armand Sarukian should be fighting Ilya Taporia, but I know it's Justin Gaethje's turn because he's the interim champ. Melt Casa, man. Should be a fun fight. Does Dan get it done? The question is, does Dan Ige get it done, guys? Hit me in the comments. I believe Dan Hunter K. Ige wins this. I would love to see Dan win this fight. I want to see it happen. Yeah. Alan Jubon just hit me up. Let me send it off here. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Let's see here. There we go. Come on, Dan. Let's go, Dan. Got to deal with that reach. Dan's got to get inside. But Dan's been having to deal with people's reach forever, man. He's not a big guy. There we go. Come on. Nice. Get in tight. There it is. Lifting. Nice. Nice little step behind on the knee. Heavy pressure. Watch the leg. Ooh, big shots. You got to be careful attacking them legs. I love that front headlock. Oh, I thought he had the front headlock there. There you go. Dan doing a good job with the underhooks here. I used to dye my hair like that. Those of you guys that used to watch me fight back in the day, I used to dye my hair like that. Oh, Wired Earp, DS1 Hop. Yo, what's up, my man? How you doing? Evening, Josh. Always love the commentary. Appreciate you, man. I know I'm not saying much right now. I'm watching this, and I was actually texting Alan Jubon right now too as well. Oh, nice takedown by Milk. Oh, he's on that front headlock. Nice job. Nice job by Danny to get back up to his feet. I'd like to see Dan make a little space, hit little chopping elbows. Doesn't need a lot of room. Come on, Dan. Big fan of Dan, man. Love Dan. Dan's a great guy. Trained with Dan a couple times at AK. He came out, trained out there with us with when he came out with, when I think he was managed, he was working with and managed by Ali. I'm not sure if he still is, but great guy, man. Absolutely a great guy. Nice, Dan. Nice little knee tap, a change of direction. Man, Milk's hair is wild. It's like blue, teal. Notice how Dan's keeping his forehead, or he was keeping his forehead under the chin. That really stretches your opponent out. So now they don't know really what's going on all down by the feet and the knees and elbows coming up. So I like what Dan was doing there. He got away from it at the end there. And that's why Milk was able to escape and get away. Dan's got to get in that phone booth. He's got to fight him in the phone booth. Right now, I've got Dan slightly ahead in this fight, but not by much. It could go either way. It's a 50-50 round right now. We're at 2 minutes. 205, 204 in the first round, 202, 201. So if you guys are watching along, I'm also at the betting odds. Dan Ige right now is a plus 190 and Mel Costa is a minus 250 if you're looking at the betting odds on this. I'm doing the live odds, so they're going as the fight's going. If you guys want to play some bets, man, or you guys want to get more information on betting, go to wewantpicks.com/offer. Use the promo code ANDSTILL. Go to wewantpicks.com/offer. Go to use the promo code ANDSTILL. They get, oh, nice shot though. Oh, big left hook though by Dan. Nice job. Dan's in trouble right now. You can tell that little push kick up to the face caught him. Good job, Dan. Way to recover. Hit Milk with a beautiful left hook. But the wewantpicks.com/offer, go there. It's $10 a month if you guys want to use it. Check it out. It gives you all the, nice little step in elbow. Beautiful up kick right there. But it gives you an AI platform, kind of shows, breaks down the fights on how they think it's going to go. Also gives you it breaks down all the analytics to it of the fights, how many strikes per round, how many takedowns the fighters normally get. It gives you all the analytics for you to go ahead and judge your own opinion. You can go ahead and put the fight together if you want to bet. If you're a betting person, Dan's in big trouble right now, man. Dan's fighting kind of blind right now. He's just kind of like dipping his head down a little bit, lunging in with some shots. Milk's kind of taking over this round right now. Nice kick by Milk. Dan's got to move his head a little bit. He's got to move his head as he steps in. He's having a hard time having to cover that distance. Ten seconds left in the first round. Oh, beautiful kick. Come on, Dan. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Damn it. Got hit with a beautiful spinning kick. Nice job by Costa, man. Beautiful job by Costa. Hate it. Hate watching my boys get hit. Dan's a good dude, man. Love watching him fight. Love that he's always the guy that will step up and fight. Great performance though by Milk, man. Milk was starting to kind of take over the round as well. Dan was having a hard time with that reach, but beautiful job. Look, he fit that in such a tight phone book. Boom. Right to the face. When you see a guy spin, you've got to be thinking step in. Instead, this is a very much like a Aaron Pico situation. He froze. When you freeze on a spin, you don't know what's coming at you, whether it's the spinning back fist, spinning back elbow, or the kick. You don't know what it is. Fuck. I don't know about the stoppage, but I mean, I understand it. But I would have liked to have seen like he was intelligently defending himself. But I get it. Was there early stoppage? You think it was an early stoppage? Damn. I don't know if he threw his cup into the stands. That's disgusting, though. Luckily, Tai Tuivasa's not there. He'd fucking do a shoey out of it, or he'd call it a cuppy. He'd do a cuppy out of it. Pour the beer in there. Just fucking slurping it. Damn it. Fuck. It wasn't going to get any better. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right, because I felt like Costa was starting to take over. But a lot can happen. One fight can start changing the direction of the momentum. That's all it takes. One fight, one shot, like one good shot can start changing the momentum of the fight. So I thought it was a little early on the stoppage now that I watched it back on the replay, but I understand it. He got hit with the spinning back kick to the face. So I get it. I understand the ref. Damn it. That fucking sucks. Damn it. Hate that. Fucking sorry. I sound like RFK Jr. Sorry, guys. Yeah, a little early. Damn. Jeff Neal versus Medic. Jeff Neal's the favorite, man. Minus 218. Medic is plus 180. I'm going to go Jeff Neal by knockout. I think Jeff Neal gets this thing done. I think he beats him by knockout. Jeff's going to touch him on the chin. I think Medic's going to get slept. That's no disrespect to Medic. Medic, one of those guys, man. He seems like he gets dropped at the first minute of every fight. Then he comes back and puts on a great fight. So Jeff Neal, though, he's been in there with, like, there's levels to the competition that Jeff's been in there with versus Medic. And I think that Jeff Neal's been in there, obviously, with a lot better competition. Damn. Fuck, poor Dan. Damn it, Dan. Big time fight. Good performance, though, by Costa. Got to tip your hat to him, man. Got to let everyone know, man. Big time. Getting a win over Dan Ige puts Costa in the rankings, I believe. I think that puts Costa in the rankings. Let me see where he's at right now. Let's go UFC rankings. There we go. Take a look. Dun, dun, dun. Reject all. Where are we at right here? This is featherweight. Yeah, so Melk wasn't in there yet. Dan Ige was number 14, so that puts Costa at the number 14 spot. He's got one of the longest active win streaks in 7 wins. Impressive. Nicely done by Melk. Yeah. Maybe you have Patricio Pitbull and Melk next now. Kind of work him up the rankings a little slow. They're probably trying to get Patricio out of the rankings or out of the league. You know, he's 38, 39 years old. You know, get him to work up slowly. Or you jump him. You have him go up to fight Steve Garcia. That's a big jump. But I'd say you have him fight right to the face. Nasty. I was sparring with Jermaine Durandamy. And it was in my 5th round, getting ready for my 3rd title fight with Gilbert Melendez. And it was in the 5th round. She comes in fresh. And I had sparred 2 rounds with Khabib, 1 round with Thomas Deonge, and 1 round with Gray Maynard. And then she comes in my 5th round, and the whole round she was supposed to like just put pressure and land strikes. She fucking spinning heel kicked me right in my fucking face. And I never wanted to fucking beat up a woman so bad in my life. I grabbed her, threw her to the ground, and fucking just started like putting some ground and pound on her. And Javier's like, hey. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. But still, I was so mad because I was, I was like 2-3 weeks. I was like 2 weeks out from my title fight. And it was kind of like the UFC they'd already bought the UFC. They'd already bought Strikeforce. And I was like, shit, this fucking sucks. So I thought she kicked me right in my face, and my nose a little swollen that week. I was so pissed, so mad. She apologized afterwards. She's like, I'm sorry, I should have more control. But because I was exhausted, man. I went 2 rounds with Khabib, 1 round with Thomas DeAnge, and then 1 round with Gray Maynard, and then she came in and was just fucking bouncing all around, trying to knock my head off. I was like, damn, she's got power, man. For a female, fuck, she can crack. She can crack with the hands. She can crack with the hands. Yes. Tie 60-24. Yeah, you went red. Yeah, I was a little embarrassed, man. I was like, this fucking girl, she fucking pelted me right across the fucking face. So let's see. Not so fast, 69-88. I got Jeff Neal to win. All right, hoping he gets a KO. I think he does win by KO. I think he catches Medic probably before round 1.5. I think he gets him out of there in the first round and a half. So should be a good fight, though. I would not be surprised if Medic comes through and gets the win. But I think it's gonna be a fun fight. I think someone's gonna get finished though. But I think it's gonna end up being Medic because Jeff Neal's he's a dog, man. You go back and watch his fight with Shavkat. Didn't get the credit he deserved after that fight. Didn't get the credit he deserved. It was a good fight. He was put on a great performance. I mean, he took Shavkat into that 3rd round. There's only, I think, like a minute or 2 left in that fight. And then Shavkat was able to finish him with a standing rear naked. But, damn, look at John Jones. He's just tubby as a heavyweight. Are they announcing a fight right now? Are they talking about it's going to be? Because I saw John and Alex right there. Are we getting a fight announcement? Look at Bruce. This guy, man. It's time. Michael Chiesa. I have no idea how he ever made 155. No idea. Tied to Avasa. Bro, we have witnessed some great fighters over the years come in and out of this cage. Absolutely. Josh, I can finally stop wearing my free cane shirt. True. This is true. I still wear mine though. I wear mine to train, at the gyms and stuff, train a little bit of jiu-jitsu in it. Love hitting mitts in it. Love to work out. Yep. Oh man. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next fight. Let's see. We've got what are the betting odds on this next fight? We've got Medic at a -2.8, or sorry, Jeff Neal at a -218. We've got Medic at a +180. The over is a +110. So they don't think it's going to go past a round and a half either. So the over is +110 at a round and a half. The under is -140. I think it's an under. Look at that. Bruce Buffer. Oh, buddy. Dial it back with the tears. 30 years. Calm down. I love you, Bruce. Brucey boy. This guy. 30 years. Doesn't look a day over 31. Fantastic, man. He's done a fantastic job. Holy shit. Insane. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens. Medic versus Jeff Neal. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's going to go under. I'm going to actually take the under at 1.5. I think someone's going to get knocked out. Jeff Neal ranked number 12. Medic's trying to get into that top 10 or top 12 ranking, top 15 ranking. The win over Jeff Neal, that puts him in that category. Puts him there. Bruce fought Frank Trigg in an elevator. Oh, man. Josh, I can finally stop wearing my cane. What do you guys got, man? Before they get out to the cage, my man. Hope that. Let's see. Alan Juban. Hope the stem cells give you some healing, my man. Great chatting with you. Yeah, Bruce Buffer, man, legend. There's Saif Sood. He's the Fortis MMA out of Dallas. So, This backstage analyst, she's been doing interviews since I was at Strikeforce. She's been doing it for a long time. She's really good. I like her. She's a nice person. Sweetheart. Lots of people dressed up as empty seats. Look, I've said this, that Texas is not a fight. It's not a fight state. It's just not. I know that a lot of fighters are starting to live here because there's no state income tax. But it's just not a fight state, man. Like, wrestling's not huge here. There's been some good wrestlers that have come out of here, like Bo Nickel, the Ferrari brothers. Like, you'll get those, but you're not getting a lot of them. You know what I mean? Like, there's fighting. I think if there was a better wrestling base out of here with big wrestling schools, I would think differently, but they don't. You have Oklahoma State, which is close, but the high schools around here, wrestling's not really that big. It's all football, baseball, and soccer here. That's it. Like, football, baseball, and soccer is here. And so that's why when they do fights here, unless they do like a Hispanic main event, and what I mean by a Hispanic main event, I mean like a Cain Velasquez, and this is no disrespect to Fluffy. When Cain fought Junior Dos Santos in Houston, the second time they fought, and Cain fucking beat the brakes off of him, that fucking crowd was electric. And when I walked out there, because I had actually just signed to fight Anthony Pettis for the UFC title, and so they brought me out there for a PR tour, and it was fucking insane. How many people wearing Cain masks, like those Luta Libre masks and stuff? It was insane. Absolutely insane. They love them some Cain Velasquez. So, I don't know. It looks like it doesn't look as empty as I think you guys are making it out to be. Maybe a lot of people went, intermission. When they pan the crowd like this, people go get drinks before the co-main and the main event. So I'm not going to knock it too much. But yeah. And it's not a super big arena either. It's not a huge venue. So, but Texas is just it's not a fight state. You know what I mean? Like, I'll give you another example. Is Florida. The events at Florida, there's nothing but gyms there, right? You've got Kill Cliff, you've got American Top Team, you've got a couple other gyms that are there as well that have world-class fighters. But you do an event there, like the UFC has I wouldn't say a hard time selling it out, but they've got to price their tickets accordingly, because Florida, the history has shown, like they never really did big numbers there. They had a long time break. UFC 42 was the last time they were there, just until recently, until like the COVID era. If I recall, that was Matt Hughes and Sean Shirk was UFC 42. Was the main event. And they didn't go back to Florida, or I think they definitely, that was in Miami. They didn't go back to that area until I want to say like right around COVID. So that was in 2002 or 2003, I think. 2002 was UFC 42. And then they hadn't been back since like 2001, or sorry, 2021 or 2020, around the COVID era. When they did the Jacksonville card was the last time they were, the next time they were in Florida, I believe. Because the numbers I think the results that they had seen or whatever it was, they just didn't do big numbers in Florida. So very strange. Like the states that, yeah, look, there is a lot of empty seats. You can see the red and you see the gray. Yeah. Very strange. Yeah. Interesting. This is in Houston, right? Yeah, this is Houston. Yep. Not San Antonio. Regardless, the Cain Velasquez card was fucking jam-packed. Jam-packed. Yeah, it's very strange. I've always felt that way about Texas. You've got to find the right spots. This is why I think the UFC has kind of dropped the ball during this time. Like during that COVID era, yeah, they did a lot of their shows in the Apex, but they need to move away from that now to start gathering new fans. They haven't developed, they haven't made it easier or accessible for young dads, or for dads, period, to take their young kids to start developing like a new fan base. You know, the one thing that the WWE does very well is they keep their young fans engaged. Like dads will take their kids, but the UFC has gotten away from that. Like the tickets are not affordable anymore. The working dad cannot afford to take their kids anymore to a UFC. And it's a working man's sport. More so than basketball and fucking football and shit. So I wish that they would do something, you know, to make it easier for the working man to take their sons. It would be great. I don't know even if it has to do with like doing shows in smaller towns where there's less overhead, you know, and just having a really good main event on that card, and then just have, you know, some so undercard. I don't know, whatever it is. I can't tell you how to run your business, how they should run their business, but ultimately I would like to see the UFC do well so the fighters can continue to do well. And the way that happens is by allowing young fans to have an opportunity to meet their you know, people they look up to or people they see on TV. No better than fighters being accessible. We've always been that way. We've always been able to, if you want to go to a UFC event and you're in the same town, you find out what hotel we're staying at. You know, the fighters are walking through the hotel lobby. They're walking to the restaurants nearby. They're willing to sign autographs, take pictures. Fighters are accessible. That's what's made our sport so good. So, oh yeah, so I didn't know that. Sean ZC7RNR says WWE tickets prices are beyond BS. I don't know how big they are. I don't know how much they are, but I mean, they've done a great job of making sure that the young fans are still staying involved. You know, but the UFC has not done a good job of that. They haven't done a good job of keeping or building young fans. There's more of a storyline for WWE fans to follow, for the kids to follow. There's not really a storyline, especially these days, with the fighters. So, this guy's got some fucking heavy hands, man. Jeff Neal, hard time selling WrestleMania tickets. I bet. Yep. They've paid so much money for, you know, the WWE and the UFC, and they're trying to get all their money back all at once. And once the tickets go high, it's harder to lower them back down. Is Josh wearing that neckerchief again? No, I'm actually wearing a t-shirt underneath this. What it is, it's like a hoodie, and it has a neckerchief built into it. So it's made by my boy's company called Yeah You, which is this brand right here. You guys can check it out. But yeah, man, I like it. I like it. Oh, I don't know what the hell's going on right now. There we go. There it is. And then I got this too. This comes up over. There we go. I'm going to call this fight just like, never mind, you can't hear me. My voice is already raspy. So, all right, look, I've got Jeff Neal winning this fight in under 1.5. If you're going to bet that money, the under is -135 at 1.5. And I've got at the under, I've got Jeff Neal winning this fight. So we'll see. Jeff Neal is the -218. I mean, I think he's going to win by knockout. I think he catches Medic. Medic is good, though. He's on a little bit of a run right now, so it's very difficult to go against him. But I think the level of competition that he has faced, that Jeff Neal has faced, I think that Medic's got to be very careful. Very careful. I'd be interested to see how my boy Angelo decided to, interested to see how my boy Angelo decided to bet on this fight. You guys, should we call him right now? Let's call Big Ange right now. Let's see where he's at. Let's see. I'm calling him right now.
I'm watching you, stupid.
Yeah. I want to know what did you bet on this fight?
I didn't bet on this fight, but Jacob's lock of the week is Uros Medic.
Oh yeah, what did he got him by? Knockout?
He just did. The pick is obviously just a straight up pick, but yeah, he did round 1 and round 2 knockout.
Oh, by Medic, huh?
Yeah.
Medic? Is it Medic?
Jeff Neal said he's sober for 3 months, and that's the longest he's ever been sober.
Good for him.
That's fantastic news. That doesn't scream peak physical condition, but that is fantastic for him.
All right. Well, hey, I know you're watching me. I was busting your balls earlier since you've been wrong all the time. But hey, guys, let everybody know. Tomorrow morning we'll be filming. I'm not sure what time yet, but make sure you guys hit that bell for notifications so you guys can know what time we're gonna go live.
All right. Hey, good luck.
All right. We'll see you in the morning.
See ya.
Later. All right, well, Jacob went with Medic for round 1 or round 2, knockout over Jeff Neal. Interesting by Jacob. Very interesting bet. I went Jeff Neal under 1.5 by knockout. If he can catch, big shot though right there by Medic though. That hurt Neal. Look at him. Hazel. Oh, Jacob might be the man. Oh shit. Oh, man, Jacob was right. Oh, shit. Jacob was right. Look, you guys can check it out at wewantpicks.com/offer. Use the promo code ANDSTILL. wewantpicks.com/offer. Use the promo code ANDSTILL. It gives you all the statistics of like fighters like Medic and fighters like Jeff Neal to come up with your own conclusions on how you want to bet. So it's $10 a month. You guys can cancel anytime. You guys can also buy like an annual subscription or a lifetime one. Super cheap, cancel anytime. Holy shit, what a knockout. What a knockout. I think that Jeff Neal needs to go back to drinking. If that's what happens, oh, man. Man, I thought Jeff Neal had this fight. The level of competition. Medic is on. He's on cloud 9 right now. On cloud 9. This guy's, he's got it. Right there. Oh, it didn't even look like it hit. Oh, he caught him right on the chin. Holy shit. What a knockout. What a knockout. Right here. Bink. Oh, right there. It wasn't on the chin. Caught him kind of like grazed the ear across the temple. Just perfect. Then, oh, man. And the snot comes out. Damn it. Fuck. Just. Bink. Oh, man. Wow. Holy shit. Look at Paul Felder. Look, you got the chair guy right behind him just to make sure he doesn't fall. There he is. The salt and peppered guy. Oh, man. Holy cow. Oh, man. Holy cow. Jeff's obviously super upset. Rightfully so. Man, oh, he's asking him what happened. Damn. Big time win. Big time win for Medic. Very big time win. Nicely done. Just had the faster hands in those little exchanges. Tighter combination that landed right over the top. Came over the shoulder, landed right on the ear, crossed the jawline or across the cheekbone, put him to sleep. It's the punches you don't see, he puts it out. Holy cow. Damn. Here we go. Main event. Sean Strickland versus Fluffy Hernandez. I got Fluffy Hernandez, but look, I also had Jeff Neal. I also had Zach Reese earlier. Didn't go my way. Got screwed in the Reese fight. But yeah, man. Oh, shit. Almost feel like, damn. Right now, you got Sean Strickland, Anthony Hernandez. Right now, you got Sean Strickland is a plus 225. Anthony Hernandez is a minus 278. You've got it on the over It is a minus 180. So they're thinking it's going to go over 4.5 is favored at a minus 180, and under is a plus 140. I mean, I could see Fluffy catching him in a submission at some point. I could see that happening. It's going to be tough, but I could see it happening. I can't wait to see it on YouTube. My cheap ass doesn't have Paramount. Oh, man. Damn you, brother. Damn you. Hey, Kevin 4386. If you buy stuff from Walmart, spend, I think it's like $100 a year for Walmart Plus. I think you get Paramount and Disney cooked into the package. I think even Hulu. I think you get all three for like $100-something a month. Pay the $100 and get all of those platforms. Plus, Walmart Plus does like this thing where they deliver to your house for free with no markup. Like all the other places, there's like a markup on it. I would do that. Yeah. See, Kevin, I'm trying. Good call. See, I know what I'm doing. Bro, I'm half Mexican and I'm cheap as fuck. That's why I'm able to do the things that I do still. I'm cheap as fuck. Oh, man. Josh, the storyline for Hamzat Sean is crazy. I agree. It is. It's extremely crazy. But I want to see a fight I want to see a fighter that comes in and has a chance of beating him. I don't think Sean has a chance of beating him. I don't think it happens. I got Fluffy, but it's going to be a banger. I think it is. I think Fluffy's going to have to weather the storm for the first round and a half. But I think as the fight goes on and he starts getting pushed around and his back starts to get pushed to the fence and Fluffy just keeps coming forward, it's going to be a very difficult fight for him. Very difficult fight for Sean. But that's only if Fluffy fights that way, which he has a tendency to fight that way. So I'm not sure. We're going to find out, though. We're going to find out. Big time. Tomorrow morning, Angelo and I doing a show in the morning. So hit the bell for notifications. And man, we're going to do that show. We're going to talk about Ronda and Gina. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about this card, obviously, because we're in the recap of this card. We'll talk about, I honestly believe they're going to end up signing Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz, probably for the White House card. That will be the fight. You have a guy pretty much from the UK, which is Ireland. You're going to have him versus the American, Nate Diaz. I think that's what's going to happen. Then you'll have a good co-main event. You'll have another good fight under that. And then they'll fluff the rest of it because they've got Conor McGregor on the card. I honestly believe they're going to end up having Nate Diaz get signed. He'll be back. He will be back. Nate will show up and fight. And that Conor and Nate trilogy fight, everyone's going to say, I don't want to see that shit. But guess what? Y'all going to tune in. The UFC doesn't need to do anything else. They don't have to put hardly any other fighters on there if they don't want, which they will, though, because it's going to be a big card. But they don't have to. They don't have to spend that much money. They don't need, they will spend a lot of money on production and all the other shit that goes along with it. But they don't need to have all the top best guys anymore because they've got Conor McGregor. They're not going to gain any more viewership because one of their two or the fighters are on there. They've already got Conor McGregor on the main event. So I look for it to be that way. Trey the Truth, Houston-born rapper. I like your call on the live fight the best. All right, Kevin, 4386. I like that. Northern Ireland is the UK, not Ireland. I get it. I think you're going to end up having Conor. I got Fluffy, but it's going to be a banger. Sean takedown, very underrated. It is. I actually agree with you. As GG4QE, I agree with you. Sean's takedown defense is extremely underrated. He's got really good takedown defense. I think that Fluffy he doesn't need to get the takedown. He just needs to threaten it enough to open up the hands. And then as he threatens it, Sean's going to start to be a more defensive fighter, his little shell thing that he does. And when he does the shell thing, it's going to open up the legs for Fluffy to get in deep enough to lift and scoop. So he can threaten it all he wants. And like I said, he doesn't need to do it. Pulling for Sean, but have my doubts. Yeah, Fluffy's just right now, it's hard to beat the guy that's on like that 4, 5, 6 fight win streak. And Fluffy right now has been looking fantastic. So it's hard for me to root against him. The guy's a stud, man. And I've had Fluffy on the show. Love talking with him. just seemed like an overall good dude. And he loves fighting. He wants to do this. We know when he was first coming in the UFC, he wasn't a very active fighter. So you'd see him fight every once in a while. Then he put together the Rodolfo Vieira win, where he escaped submission after submission, then gets the submission on him later in the fight, and then it started putting together win after win after win. And I was like, oh shit, this guy is ready to fight, and so it just became one of those, oh, where's this at? It just became one of those, he just started gaining momentum. And as his momentum grew, he just got more confident. And the more confident he got, he just started dispatching dudes. The Roman Dolidze fight really kind of opened my eyes, because he looked at him and goes, look, this guy has nothing for me. I can do whatever I want. I got to avoid the power early in the fight. Outside of that, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. So, I mean, let's see. Where are we at right here? So Fluffy's got... He's got 2, 4, 6, 8. He's on an 8-fight win streak. He's got a win over Brendan Allen, Roman Dolidze, Michel Pereira, Kopolov, Edmund Shabazian, Marc-Andre Barrio, Rodolfo Vieira. He had a loss to Kevin Holland, which, lost with the knees and punches. Jung Young Park, he beat. Lost to Marcus Perez a long time ago. Jordan Wright had a no contest with, but then that was back in like 2018. So look, let's not go back that far, but I mean, he's literally got an 8-fight. He's on an 8-fight win streak. Very impressive. He's got a win over Roman Dolidze by submission. He's got finishes. He's got a decision, though. He's got a decision to Brendan Allen. They fought a couple of times. I want to say they fought 3 times over their career. He's got the TKO win with elbows over Michel Pereira. He's got the choke over Kopolov. He's got elbows and punches, finishes to Edmund Shabazian. He's got the triangle choke to Marc-Andre Barrio. I mean, he's got some finishes. Rodolfo Vieira, world-class jiu-jitsu, finished him with a guillotine. Insane. Like, I'm not gonna underestimate him. I think the pressure he's gonna bring and his ability to make it controversial. What I mean is to make it like a scrappy fight is gonna put him in a very shitty situation. Is Clarissa Shields going to call out Fluffy or Sean? Clarissa Shields wild, man. I've interviewed her. I've talked with her. I've done some stuff with her for the PFL. Fuck, dude. Look, I don't like to talk negative about people, but she was very difficult to work with. Just the shit that comes out of her mouth, man. It just blows my mind. As I'm talking to her, I'm like, how in the hell do you... Like, how do you do you believe the stuff that you're saying? And she does. She does, which is wild to me. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Chris Cyborg's been calling her out, wants that fight. Chris Cyborg's been telling her, like, how come you don't want to fight me? How come I've asked to fight you in any weight class, 155, 165? Chris Shields just keeps putting weight on, and she doesn't want to fight. She doesn't want to fight Chris Cyborg. Chris Cyborg's been trying to get that fight for the longest time. The Joaquin Buckley versus Sean Brady. Good fight. Good fight. Tough fight for Sean. The speed, athleticism. But look, if this fight hits the ground, I'm going to give it to Sean Brady. Going to give it to Sean Brady. So, but Joaquin's tough, man. Fast hands. We've seen Sean have problems with guys, on the feet. But, man, good fight. Looking forward to that fight. I like Sean, man. I've had Sean on the show twice. Just overall, just a great guy, man. Great guy to have a conversation with. Yeah, I would agree. Fluffy's on a roll. All right, here we go. Let's go. Main event. And that's the other thing. Where's Sean at this? Where's Sean right now? Let's see here. Yeah, where's Sean? Yeah, see, Sean right now he's coming off of his loss to DDP. He's got the win over Paulo Costa, split decision, by the way. And the loss to DDP before that. Then he rattled off a couple wins. He's got the win over Israel. He's got the win over Abu. He's got the win over Mavov. But I mean, I don't know. The guys, DDP beat him twice by putting pressure, making him fight an uncomfortable fight. And I feel like once that that blueprint was laid out, I think that Fluffy's gonna be like, all right, this is all I got to do. I just got to come forward, elbow you, knee you, kick you, put pressure, make you fight going backwards. You're not the same guy. And that's the way, that's textbook on how Fluffy fights. So this should be a good fight. Look at that. Rodolfo Vieira just beat up, then submitted. I was in shock when I saw that fight. I was stunned when Fluffy hit him with the submission, was able to finish him. And then the way he was able to get rid of Michel Bahia, and the way he was able to get rid of Marc-Andre Barria, the way he was able to get rid of Roma Delidze, I was like, holy shit, look at him. Just pulls him back with the rear naked, no hooks in, and just drops him. Just gives him the squeeze. Damn. Sean, though, Sean fights a very awkward style, but we're going to see. I'm excited for this fight, man. This is one of those fights where I was like, damn, when they made this fight, I was like, all right, let's go. I mean, I gave Sean a lot of shit after his last performance with DDP because all that talk about, I wasn't fighting my way the first fight. I'm going to go out there. We're going to war. We're going to do this. And like all that raspy voice bullshit that Sean was talking, and then fucking went out there and laid the big ass goose egg. Like, stop saying you're going to go to war. Just say, like, I'm going to fucking go. I'm going to fight my hardest. That's it. Like, we're going to go to war and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. The reality is, we didn't get that from him. It was a very lackluster performance, and there was no sense of urgency. No, like, hey, I gotta finish this round 4, this round 5. He fought the same fight that he fought in the first fight. So he got a lot of criticism from me, but I still can't take it away from Sean. Sean's a tough fighter, man. He's stylistically a hard matchup for a lot of guys. People aren't used to just the snapping jab and the little teep kick, and then and just kind of slowly pacing and walking after you. But how does Sean deal with a guy that does something similar to him, but is better than him on the ground, and also just has better cardio when the fight gets tough? I feel like Fluffy has better cardio. When the fight's going your way, Sean's great. When the fight's not going his way, he doesn't make adjustments. And we saw that in both the DDP fights. Sean does not make the adjustments as the fight goes on. Would you ever do a pop quiz with main card minute? What do you mean, pop quiz? Like, what do you want? Main card minute. Give me something there. Frankie Puff, PUU6F. What do you mean by that? Talk to me, Goose. If the Sean that fought Izzy shows up, then yeah, Sean, that's not, no. You're missing Wyatt Earp. You're missing the point. Okay. My point is that guy, that Sean, he's fighting a guy that is a counter striker. That is textbook style for Sean to have success. When he fights a guy like DDP that walks him down and walks forward, like an Alex Bahia, unlike a Jared Cannonier, which, by the way, those are his losses, his most, and DDP twice. Those are his last 4 losses. Guys that put pressure. Kamaru Usman, that was one of his losses as well. All guys that walk you down and put pressure. It couldn't be more real. The blueprint's been laid out on how to beat him. So Fluffy's got to follow that blueprint. In the process of following that blueprint, though, he's going to have to take chances. He's walking into that fire. He's walking into that jab. He's walking into that right hand. He's walking into that push kick. He's got to put himself right into that mix to make it a dirty, grimy fight. Sean does not fight good, does not fight well under those conditions. Kamaru Usman, level of wrestling to be had there. Alex Bahia walks you down, makes you fight going backwards. Jared Cannonier, wing shot, big pressure, physically strong. DDP just walked him down. Just like occasionally stood on the outside and struck, but literally just made him fight going backwards. That was it. So look for Fluffy to take a page out of their book. The Izzy fight to me is nothing. It's not the same. Izzy's a counter striker. Izzy stays on the outside. Izzy lets the fight come to him, and he tries to beat you to the punch. Oh, have I ever lost? No, but I have actually got like to the point where, but even by lost vision, he says he loses like eyesight in one eye. I saw that clip of Sean saying that. No, but what I do get is I get like those little red dots, like little white dots and red dots that kind of like fade in and out of my vision. So I do get that. Josh Thompson versus Iron Mike. Both in their prime. Who wins? Got to be JT due to have more weapons, right? Chandler was a tough fight, I think, for a lot of people, especially when he was younger. Like you take a look at his fights with Eddie Alvarez. And he was just overly aggressive, left himself out of position a lot. I think that we would have had to fight probably more than once. I look at him as almost like a very much like a Gilbert Melendez style fight. Like, I think our first fight, either I would have ran away with it or he would have ran away with it. And then after we got to know each other, I think the second and third fights would have been a lot better. Because we would have known each other. Like I would have probably learned, like in the first fight, I probably would have chased submissions on him, but then not realizing that like he's one of those guys, very hard and very physically strong to like try and submit, like arm bars, guillotines. He has no neck, very, his arms, he's physically strong. Probably I saw that he powered out of a lot of submission attempts early in his career, picked up and slammed, wasted a lot of energy doing that. So that probably could have cost me in our first fight. I would have learned a lot from that. But then on the second and third fight, I would have seen probably, like, if I would have taken anything away from any of his fights, was the Will Brooks fights. I mean, Will Brooks just had his number. Just sprawl and brawl, touch him, make him miss, make him pay, make him chase you. And then he'll eventually like start to slow down to the point where like he becomes touchable. And once he becomes touchable, he doesn't fight smart. He starts hitting him. He shoots from far away. Like he has, and I know everyone said this. I mean, I think Armand said it too, and a couple other people. He's got the lowest fight IQ of any fighter I've ever fucking seen fight, ever. And I'm a huge fan. I was a huge fan of him when he was young in his career. But fuck, man, he's got one of the worst fight IQs ever in the sport. I can't think of another person that has more of has a worse fight IQ than him. Give me names. Leonard Garcia. And I love Leonard. But give me some names that had a worse fight IQ. I'll wait. Yeah. He is the dumbest fighter, not even close. Jason Funk 6529. Yeah, I mean, sorry, Josh. I got a split. Thanks again for the great commentary. Yeah, no problem, man. Not so fast. 69.98 or 88. See you guys tomorrow morning, though, and let's go ahead and walk through this fight. You guys got some more questions before this main event starts. Cheers. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Sean seemed more aggressive with Izzy. Yeah, he seemed more aggressive with Izzy because Izzy's always on the back foot. Izzy's a counter striker. Izzy's always circling, putting his back foot to the edge of the cage. It's easy to seem more aggressive when the guy's moving backwards already for you. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I think that it's all been laid out on how to beat Sean. Now, whether Fluffy can get it done or not, I don't know. I don't know. But I can say this. Right now, the betting odds have Sean Strickland at plus 210. So they've actually gotten a little bit better for Sean. And Anthony Hernandez is a minus 280. Hernandez is not a big guy. He doesn't look physically strong. He looks like a little kind of like soft. But dude, something about him makes him, he's difficult to deal with for a lot of these guys. He's got the heavy hip pressure, all those things. I want to know how the fuck Sean ever made 170. You could tell, like, you go back and you look at some of his old fights. He looked fucking just disgusting. Like, you're giving me flashbacks of when you look back at like Conor McGregor at 145 at the weigh-ins. You see him at a side angle, and you're like, good God, disgusting. You look horrible. So there's Fluffy. I texted him earlier today or yesterday. Sorry. I was like, hey, man, best of luck, brother. So he just, man, thanks so much. And he's a good dude. Love it. Good dude. Had him on the pod too. I think I said that earlier. Let's go. 6'1", Sean Strickland, 6 foot, Fluffy, 34, Sean, 32 age for Fluffy Hernandez, weight 85, 86. Reach, only a 1 inch reach advantage for Sean Strickland. That's the tail of the tape in a 5-round main event at 185 pounds. What'd you guys think? I know, isn't it crazy? Chaz Bono. Manly Beard 40-31. Yeah, Rumble Johnson. He made 170. Wild, isn't it? When we brought him into the UFC, man, the fact that he was able to make the weight was insane to me. Was absolutely insane to me. Here we go. Let's go. Come on, Fluffy. They came to Florida in 2024. No, I know that. Greg Moon 24. No, I know. But my what I was saying was they came to Florida in Miami, I believe in 2021 or 2022. They hadn't come back until like COVID. I don't think they had come back to Florida in that amount of time. And think about all the fighters they had out of there with American Top Team. You know, remember it was Black Zillions, and then it was I think it was like MMA 365 or something like that, or whatever it was. And then it became Killcliff. You know, the Henry Hoof crew. So yeah, no, I know that. But I think it was they hadn't come back to Florida in a long time during that time frame. Just Florida, Texas. I feel like, look, they're not fight states. Even though they've got a ton of potential like fighters and gyms that are out of there. Like you got Fortis MMA, you've got the new gym that started, Ranger or something with Kyle Crutchmere and Jacoby, those guys, like all those guys. But they're Texas is not a huge fight gym. Like Giannis and Rafael Stotts and all those guys, they're out of here too, out of the Florida or out of the Texas area. All right, Fluffy. Let's see. See what the odds have done. We're getting live. We're doing intros. Normally the odds will change a tiny bit. Nope. We're still at 210 for Sean, minus 280 for Fluffy. Let's see this live. Time of finish. Ooh, we can go plus 2,000 if one of them gets a finish in any round. Oh, sorry, plus 2,000 in the first round. I don't think anyone finishes each other in the first round. Let's go. We're gonna find out, man. Let's go. What I do get a little concerned with is that Sean's been fighting the guys at the highest level. He's fought DDP twice, fought Izzy. You know, he's had these wins over big time names. Where this is like Fluffy's like rise to the top. Will it be not too much for him, but will it be like the moment becomes a little bit too much? Like, or will he show Sean a little bit too much respect? I doubt that's going to be the problem. But I'm saying like that things like that do happen. Like Fluffy's already touched gloves 3 times. They touched gloves when they first came out, touched gloves when they broke, they touched gloves again when they came in. Does Fluffy show him too much respect? Where does it put Sean, though, too, if Sean loses this fight? With all the antics. There we go. Oh, look at Sean's. People are betting on Sean right now as we speak. It's a plus 180. It was at 210 a second ago. Sean's at a plus 180 and Fluffy's at a minus 238. Ooh, nice little kick. Let's go, Fluffy. There we go. He's got to get Sean moving backwards. And the thing is, like I think with Fluffy, right, he's got to make the fight start to be a little bit like a little grimy. He's got to make it a little dirty. If the fight starts to get a little bit dirty, I'm going to start leaning towards Fluffy a lot more. I'm already leaning towards Fluffy as it is. Because I think when the fight gets into that scrappy kind of dirty style fight, I think it leans towards Fluffy. Sean needs to fight like this style. See how composed it is? Just snap the jab, stay in the center of the cage. Let me just touch you. A sparring. Like it's like literally like a sparring session. And if you know anything about Sean, That's all he does is spar. So I can see why it carries over into his fighting style. So when you push somebody beyond their fighting speed or their sparring speed, they start to get a little tired. They start to get a little bewildered. They don't know what to do. And that it's been shown, I think, with Sean with the DDP fights and other fights. And I don't know how you fucking tattoo your head, though. That's wild to me. Your neck like that. That's wild. Ooh, nice. I like that Fluffy's going early to the calf. I'd like to see him go a little bit more. Sean's got a good jab. There, that was a nice shot, though, by Sean. Great shot. Oh, that hurt. That hurt him a little bit. Ooh, nice return from Fluffy. Oh, that's good. Sean needs to get on the kicks, too. He just uses just the push kick a lot. He's got to go inside, outside on those kicks. He's kind of chopping down on Fluffy as well. There it is. That's what I was looking for. See, he doesn't need to get this takedown. He just needs to make Sean think about it. So the next time they get into these little exchanges, Sean's going to drop his weight. See how prepared Sean was? As soon as his back hit the fence, he dropped his weight down and was able to defend the takedown. Next time, will Fluffy shoot the takedown or will he let the hands go in that situation? He may lower the level and let the hands go, thinking Sean's going to drop his hands to defend the takedown. He can't let Sean dictate the pace of this fight. See how Sean's just relaxed. They're fighting in a sparring type pace. Oh, big shot though by Fluffy that grazed him. I hit him right over the top as Sean was circling it, and it looked like Sean went down. I'm not sure if he was a little bit off balance, if their feet got tangled. We'll have to see on the replay. Fluffy grazed him right off the top of that little overhand right. Loopy kind of caught him as he circled out. There it is again. Nice counter by Sean. Nice circle off by Sean as well. There's that jab, back on the jab. That's what Sean does really well. No matter what happens in the fight, Sean goes back to shelling up and just sticking the jab. But that's what I was talking about when he fought DDP. Oh, nice. He took a big shot and just kind of smirked at him. Those are things that start to get to a fighter. Like, dude, I just hit you with a huge shot and like no respect. And like I said, the longer this fight goes and the more grimy it gets, it favors Fluffy Hernandez. Nice little check kick, almost like a Alex Bahia kick. Like, let me just kick you, touch you, let you know it's there. Odds are getting closer, though. You got Sean Strickland at a plus 140, Fluffy at a minus 180. 10 seconds left in the first round. 5 seconds left in the first round. Fluffy stills the round with the knockdown. I'm interested to see if we can see the replay. Interested to see if he tripped over their feet as he was circling out, but I know he caught him over the top of that right hand. Come on, show us the replay already. Fluffy looking good. The more this fight gets into a mix-up, like in terms of they start mixing it up more, I lean more towards on Fluffy. Fluffy is going to be that guy that is very comfortable in mixing it up and making it not a slugfest, but like not a sloppy fight either. I gotta be careful how I phrase this. It's just got to be. They've got to mix it up. They've got to get into this like scrap back and forth. And I lean towards Fluffy in that situation. No, I would agree. His entries will definitely be Fluffy's entries will be a lot easier as the fight goes on. Because Sean is also going to be thinking every time my back gets close to the fence, look for Fluffy to try to take me down. That'll open up some of the stuff on Fluffy's hands. Because then Fluffy doesn't have to drop down and shoot. I think Fluffy's feeling good after that first round. He's like one round in the books. I wish they would have shown a replay. I didn't get to see a replay on how the knockdown happened. See, Fluffy cannot allow Sean to fight at this pace. There's that. That's what I want. See, threatens the takedown, come back up with the hands, maybe threaten it again. You see when Fluffy goes, you see Sean kind of reach out both hands. When you reach out both hands like that, that's how Alex was able to catch him with that left hook. Is he fainted a little bit, and then that's when Sean reached out and he got hit with the left hook, got dropped. Oh, he got hit in the nuts a little bit there. Sean's back to his jab. When you break Sean out of his rhythm, Sean's looking around right now in the crowd. He's not looking at Sean. If you went back and you saw just a second ago, he looked off to the crowd. What are you looking in the crowd for? The person in front of you is the one you're fighting, nobody else. Nice little club, a little jab, and that left hook goes right into the right hand. When you throw that left hook, it almost like parries them or pushes them into your right hand. So he throws the jab, and then he slips to the outside to get at the outside of the jab. And then he parries the left hook, or he throws a little small left hook. That makes the guy shift right back into your right hand. Sean does it really well. Fluffy looking good right now. Yeah, that little clubbing overhand right that Sean throws. Yeah, see, look, Sean doesn't know what to do when there's pressure like that. Notice how Fluffy like just tracks after him, and you see Sean kind of, oh, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? He starts getting all jittery with his feet. Fluffy's got to make this. There's got to be some more exchanges in this. That nice uppercut there, right there. Come with the uppercut with that overhand left, that little left hook. But like I was saying, Sean does not fight as well going backwards, and Fluffy's making sure that he's always stepping back instead of being able to take the center of the cage and dictate the pace of the fight. Please, Fluffy still got to be careful, though. Sean's dangerous. Nice. That jab was nice by Fluffy. I love that he's threatening that takedown. That's keeping Sean's hands loyal to his face. He's got to keep his hands close so he can drop them down real quick to defend the takedown. Watch for Fluffy to feint the takedown or fake the takedown and then come over the overhand right or a left hook on the way up. Minute 32, minute 31, minute 30 is where I'm at in round 2. Nice job. Fluffy winning this round slightly, but not by much. One big shot could change the tempo. That was a big shot. I don't know if it was enough to change the direction of the... Nice. 2 body shots by Fluffy. Good work. I'm liking this right now. Fluffy doing a good job. Just there's got to be more output. Sean's a very difficult fighter to fight. The circling, the backing away. He reaches with his hands out a lot. It's very difficult to deal with someone like that. The way to get to him, though, is straight punches. Fluffy throwing a lot of looping shots right now because he had success with it in the first round. He's got to stay away from that. He's got to go back to the straight punches. Right down the pipe. Sean back on the jab. It's easy to read what Sean's going to do. Sean's going to always do the same thing. Go back to the shell hands. Going to go back to the tight guard. That Philly shell kind of situation. Doesn't really do it all the way correctly, but he goes back to his bread and butter. Nice little inside elbow there by Sean Strickland, though. Ooh, nice right hand. Ooh, nice right hand again. 10 seconds left in this round. Sean might be still in this round. Ooh, Fluffy should have thrown that. Didn't throw it, though. Oh, nice uppercut. I don't like all the let's be friends in between rounds. That shit drives me crazy. Bisping talks about it, too. He's like, don't fucking shake my hand. Don't fucking try to hug me. Don't. I'm all for tapping gloves. Sean got round 2, in your opinion. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Jason Funk, I can see that. I can see him winning round 2. I can see it being 1-1 right now. 1-1 or what do you guys think? 1-1? Yeah, I think it's 1-1. I don't know if Strickland is piecing him up. I don't know if he's piecing up. Sean only landed at the very end of that fight, the very end of that round. The rest of it was Fluffy. Fluffy hit him with a beautiful, there's that shot right there. That was only the last 20 seconds, 30 seconds of that round. Sean was able to kind of, I think maybe potentially steal the round. But Fluffy hit him with a beautiful uppercut at the beginning of that round. Oof. Here we go. I was expecting a little bit more out of Fluffy in terms of like mixing it up with the wrestling and the striking, but I get it. Sean's difficult with the push kick and all that. I'd like to see Fluffy get back on the calf kicks as well. Get Sean thinking about the striking in the boxing and then get to the calf kicks again. That'll slow down Sean's movement. There it is. I spoke right on time. Exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah. Finish that up with a kick to the calf. Sean with that jab, man. His jab is money. He does a great job with that jab. The most underutilized weapon in the game in MMA. So good. See, he reaches a lot. I'd like to see Fluffy throw a knee up the middle or, finish off with a body kick there because his arms are so out. Nice little elbow there that Fluffy was able to block, but great idea, though, by Sean. I've got it 1-1. I know I'm looking at some of these. Strickland is making it difficult for Hernandez. Yeah, in that first round. Or in that second round, I think people are saying it's 2018 Sean. I don't think it's 2018. I think it's 1-1 right now. But I also thought Reese was winning the fight. Let me see here where we at. Ooh, good knee. Nasty knee. That hurt him. That hurt him. That was a big knee. Oh, big shot. Come on, Fluffy. Come on, Fluffy. Big shot. Come on. Come on, Fluffy. Oh. Get up. Get up. Oh, stopped it. Big stoppage by Sean Strickland. Huge. That knee. Great job by Sean, man. I had it 1-1 going into that third, but man, great stuff. Sean landed a beautiful knee right when Fluffy stepped in. We'll see. Man, what a fight. Good job by him, man. Wow, Fluffy sold that. What are you talking about? Oh, Wyatt Earp. Great job. I won, Josh. Good, man. Good. Look, Sean's tough. You got to fight him in a weird way. You've got to get him. There's that knee. Beautifully timed. Right up the gut. Damn. Oh. Right as he stepped in. And he's just still trying to recover, still trying to get his win back. Damn, 8-fight win streak right there. I saw Fluffy land that shot at one of the exchanges, and then he goes down right there. Damn it. Wow, what a fight. Good job. Good job by Sean Strickland. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, guys. Hey, that's going to wrap us up, man. That's going to wrap us up for tonight. It's great being back with you guys. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I appreciate you guys, man. Tomorrow morning, my boy, Big Ange, and I will be doing the show on the way in. And so make sure you guys tune in, hit that bell for notifications. Also go to wewantpicks.com/offer. Use the promo code and still $10 a month. They give you all the stats and all the information you guys need with an AI, as well as other people's picks that you can choose from. Jacob tonight picked that Jeff Neal would lose in the first or second round by knockout. That cashed out big. So you can actually go in there and see Big Angie's picks, Jacob's picks, Mincy Bet's picks, and other people, Maddie, and some other people that are in there. You can see their picks as well and why they picked them. They do videos on why they picked them. Check it out at wewantpicks.com/offer and use the promo code and still. Also, guys, use the link down below in the descriptions for Element. Their new cans are out. Smaller ones are more available. And also, too, they've got new flavors, man. This is the pineapple salt. Awesome. They have a lemonade salt, too. It's pretty damn good. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Go to Yeah You. Check out if you guys like their apparel, their gear. It's absolutely amazing. Their sunglasses, great. And I also want to thank CPI Stem Cells in Mexico. You guys were awesome this whole week. The staff was absolutely amazing. I want to thank you guys. I won $40 by Sean TKO. Great job. Riff Rambo 619. I love Gina Chrono. You're not the only one, my friend. MTDY and whatever. AT911. You're not the only one. Okay. Hey guys, want to thank you guys so much. Tomorrow morning live. Don't miss it. We'll be doing a show tomorrow morning with my boy Big Ange. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You guys were absolutely awesome tonight. Thank you guys for the super chats. Until tomorrow morning. See you guys then. We're out.